Here we are.
Hey,
Welcome, everybody. It's John PL's Friday Night Live.
welcome. With a I got a
Featuring...
different camera tonight, so we're gonna make sure I don't drop out again. So,
Oh, we haven't tested that yet.
well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, this camera works better. So,
Oh, man. Cool.
yeah,
Cool. Well, welcome, everybody. This is Straturday Night Live. It's also a podcast.
let's not
This
forget
is
the
the
podcast.
it's the official Johnny Beane podcast, is what it is.
Hmm.
So make sure you subscribe to the podcast. And you can do that over on iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, radio.com. Just Google Johnny Beane Podcast. And there you go.
Chat security is always already giving me crap.
Oh, no. Oh, right there.
It's gonna be a big night for Nerd Halen. We'll see.
Yeah. 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 I'm excited, man.
We'll be seeing some Nerd Halen later on. I'm sure they'll at least one or several members. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know if what I'm teasing here. So.
Should be good. Should be good.
Yeah, should be good. Should be a good Straturday night. Well, welcome everyone. Another wonderful Straturday night with me and Johnny, and we'll see who else shows up. Should be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I talked to Jay this morning. He called me. So, and he told me he was looking forward to tonight.
Excellent.
So,
And good show last night. That was
thank you, man.
that earlier today.
Oh, yeah. He also called to tell me that was like one of the best shows we've done. You know, with the thing is, we do shows where it's anybody that watches this channel, I'm always here, no matter what. It's always I'm the one.
Johnny.
I'm the one pushing the buttons. you know. So it's always me, but other people, a number of people. You got John BL Saturday nights. You got Neanderthal and John Mancuda on Tuesdays. You got Jay Hannon on Fridays for talking Van Halen.
Always something going on.
Rob Johnson pops on every once in a while. Bo Bulware calls up. He called up last night. Had a great talk with Bo.
Hey, Bo.
Awesome stories. Did you hear his story?
I did. What about the Oakland show?
How about sneaking into the Oakland Arena,
That's
Coliseum, and seeing sound check for the Oakland shows in '81?
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
I could have been there. I used to work those arenas, and it's pretty easy to get in. If you know what you're doing, it's pretty easy to sneak into those arena shows.
That's what he was saying.
Maybe 10. That was at least 10 years ago. But yeah, I mean, nobody's taking, especially when you go in early. Nobody's accounting for who's on the crew or whatever. There's like 50 people on the local crew, so and they hand out the passes like later in the day. So it's not like if you get there at the right time, you can sneak into those seats and nobody's going to say anything. Yeah. There you go, folks. That's how to do it.
Wow.
No,
well,
I mean, that was probably more like the 80s and 90s that could have been done. Today, there's everything scanned and there's cameras everywhere, security guards. So
probably not even the 90s. I would think 70s and part of the 80s. I think you probably could have done that. I would have been too scared. I would have been too scared to do any of that. But
what are you afraid of? Somebody's just going to say, "Go that way, get out," or walk you to the door. That's the worst that's going to happen. You're not going to get arrested for being in an arena when they're setting up a show.
Well, I don't want to do that at a show that I actually want to be at.
Right. You may.
And I don't go to shows that I don't want to be at anyway. So I wouldn't be sneaking around who knows?
No, I've never done it. I used to work those shows, but it was it was all work at the time, and if you were lucky, you could sit in the arena if it wasn't sold out. But usually, you're backstage just waiting for the show to end, or looking at video monitors watching the show, something like that, which was always cool. For the shows that I remember Aerosmith was that was one of the biggest shows that I worked.
Wow!
Of a brand new arena. First show of the tour, first show of that arena. That was cool. It was what? Oh, probably like 01 or something like that. Up
Oh,
in
it's
Manchester.
yesterday.
New Hampshire. Yeah.
That was yesterday, man.
20 freaking years ago. My goodness.
That was yesterday.
It feels like yesterday, but it was. I think of it probably 20 years ago.
Dude, 20 years ago feels like yesterday. 22 years ago feels like 22 years ago.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
Let's
So,
thanks
yes.
to our executive producers.
We
Charles
have a lot of
Green,
them.
Joe Christian, Wayno Nameless, Thomas Santiago.
Uh-oh.
I don't know how to say
Your
it.
microphone is weird.
Uh-oh. What's it doing? Oh, I can hear that.
Is it yours? No, it's Paul's.
What?
Do you hear all that?
Yeah, I can hear a little bit of like a bad cable or something. It sounds like.
Oh, hang on.
It's not the usual problem, but you can sort that out. And I'll say hi to Music Therapy Lab while we listen. Terrible buzzing. Ben Tom, James Gum, Voodoo Child SJ, Mike Neese, Frank Corcoran, Michael Smith, Jackson, David Ennis, Stephen Frank, Dan Halen, John Moronic, Jimmy Ray Hawkins, and Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael.
I don't know if he's Steven, I just said.
That's the top tier of the channel membership.
Jimmy Ray Hawkins, that sounds like an old blues guy. I don't know. That's cool.
He might be. Yeah, listen to all that noise. Join as a channel member and help get that buzz fixed.
As long as
There it is. And we're also on Facebook, Facebook Stars. Johnny Beane TV Facebook page and Van Halen 1974 to 2020 Facebook group. And that's it, because I forgot to share everywhere. Right?
Good. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Hi, kids.
Hey, man.
Is that thing taken care of, whatever that was?
Sounds great
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, sounds good.
It was literally a plug. Like I have everything plugged in and everything is working and everything is fine. We had some storms here, so I don't know if I had a surge protector situation or whatever, but it actually rained in Arizona, which is a rarity.
Well, I'm glad
So there you go.
made it through the rain.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm glad you're joining us tonight. So.
I will be in as long as I can. I have a pounding headache and dogs that are aggravating me, but I'll be all right.
Awesome.
Well, we'll try not to aggravate you.
No.
We
Actually, I have something I wanted to show. If I can show this early, I'll show it. Not often that I get something cool, but this is something really cool. A listener of mine named David, his daughter Alexis is 15 years old and a pretty talented artist. And she painted something for her father, because her father is a huge Van Halen fan. And also, by the way, you may have seen, I don't know if he showed it on social media, but she also sent a painting to Jason Becker. The one of him, the famous picture of him in the wheelchair with his, the skunk stripe in his hair, that pretty famous picture from the Not Dead Yet movie. And it's a pretty cool picture. She actually sent it to Jason, and Jason's family acknowledged it and sent them back a nice letter. So
awesome.
So he said, hey, she'd like to make you a picture. Would you like her to do? And what picture would you like her to do? So I sent her a fairly famous picture of Eddie Van Halen, and in a matter of a couple of days, she turned it around. This is kind of a cool hand-painted thing of one of our favorite Eddie pictures, made by a 15-year-old girl. She's just saw the picture and did that by hand, and that's oil on like on canvas. I mean, that's a fairly cool picture.
Oh, that captures Ed. I mean, that's perfect.
It's pretty nice. The picture it is. It's him in front of the amps, and I guess it was 81 tour, the Fair Warning tour.
Yeah.
But she did a great job of just like that passion in his face. This, I mean, obviously it's a hand thing. None of this was traced. None of it was done like that. She just sort of put it together. And I actually gave her some money for this. I paid for this, and on the back, I'll put out her last name, but it says, "Thank you for commissioning me to paint this." so I now have a piece of original
Can
Van
you say her
Halen
name?
art.
What's her name?
Alexis.
Alexis.
Yeah.
Well done.
I have a piece of original Van Halen art that was painted by a maybe someday she'll be a famous artist. Who knows? Could be my first, an early Leroy Neiman.
There it is.
Yeah, it's that
Awesome.
picture.
Very cool.
She did a pretty good job.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. So I thought that was a nice little thing that I. So I wanted to show that because she did such a great job at it.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
Awesome.
Stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
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 It's not the back of a Guitar Center, but it'll do.
Someday.
Yeah, maybe she, the great part about it is like she took the money that I gave her for it, and she's using it to put together whatever her art scholarship money is going to be. She clearly knows what's going on at the same time right now, so it's pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Very cool. Very cool.
So, and actually, her father David, actually just messaged me because he's like, "Hey, what's the name of your YouTube channel? Your friends, I mean." So I'm sending him the link right now, so that he can tune in and find out that I just spoke about his daughter's pretty cool artwork. I wonder if he's gonna I'm gonna be her broker now.
Mm-hmm.
A little a canvas, or what is that? An easel.
Well, yeah, an easel. Yeah, an easel. I was trying to put it behind me on the shelf behind me.
Yeah, that looks good.
It's too tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it fits. Hang on, it'll fit. It's just I'm afraid it's gonna fall, and I don't want it to fall. There you go. So there you go. That's where it'll sit. But see, there you go. So there, and that thing pops. Look at how it pops
like the
behind me.
photograph from further back.
Yeah.
Well, she did such a great
Oh,
job.
that's great.
Yeah. So that's going to sit there and block out the object, the Led Zeppelin object. For now. It pops pretty good. So
Cool. Jeff Page is here. You guys know Jeff, don't you? Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
What's up, boys?
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Hey, Jeff,
Good.
What's happening?
welcome to Straturday night. As I'm
Another
down
Saturday night with the Strat Boys.
counting down on
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
the
Yeah.
Colonel's plug.
Yeah. We got the Colonel's popcorn, and for those of you guys who don't know, Jeff Page, he plays in many bands, but the one that you guys would all know is Nerd Halen.
That's right.
Right.
That's
And
right.
there we got your
And you got your security in the house already.
you got security here already.
the good news is we can hear Jeff, unlike Caleb now, who's good.
Can you see the
Caleb's
chat
become a
chat?
golf announcer. It's like he moved to Canada. Okay, I'm sitting here doing this here.
Golf clap for Caleb.
Yeah.
Will he be joining us this evening, or is he
I
out
believe,
walking his floof?
I believe so. I was talking to him earlier. He'll be here. Yeah, Bugsy, right? Bugsy is the name.
Yes, yeah.
Every week I watch the show and I see your dog coming in.
Yeah.
And my dogs are the same way. Like they're just constantly bugging me, so I have to shut the door. I don't even let him come in.
Yeah, I can't do that because this one here, as long as the one that you see laying down behind him, she's chill. She's got a ball. She's got her ball. She's happy as hell.
Yeah.
But this one here that's fighting me for the ball,
Yeah.
if I don't pay attention to him, he'll eventually go in the other room, take a pillow off the couch, throw it around the room. I've got what that rubber shop flooring. It's like puzzle flooring.
Yeah.
The rubber stuff that you have with like the little, it looks like kind of like the puzzle links and stuff that you would use for a gym or a shop. I have that all over my hallways because I've got hardwood floors.
Yeah.
I've got it all over the hallways so that this dog here doesn't. She's got arthritis in one of her legs, so I'm just making it easier for her to walk around the house.
Sure.
The other one goes down and does his zoomies and kicks it all up, and it's just. So I've actually taken pictures on the way during
funny.
shows and stuff, and those guys, they know exactly what can happen. There'll be towels off the bathroom wall. He'll take the towel off the wall. He'll take the pillows off the bed and throw them around. He's eating toothpaste. He's eating hair brushes.
And he's how old? How old is he?
I don't know, 4.
Yeah. I got an 8-year-old Labrador who's just damn chill all the time. And then I got a 4-year-old Husky German Shepherd mix who all he wants to do really is just play with the tennis ball. That's all he wants to do.
Yeah.
So I could go out there right now and play with him for like 20 minutes and that's all he'll do. So, but if I open that door, Bruce, the lab, will come and lay right next to me and he'll just lay here and Bear will sit over there and just kind of watch me. So, but I see it every week and I see those two guys. I see those two guys, and I can relate to what you're doing.
Yeah, look at
that. Why don't see me piss that one that wants it? Want to see me piss him off? It's like, what the fuck, man? And she's gone.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah,
it pisses him off.
I can totally relate. That's really funny what you do with them. That's really funny. Yeah. And I see Johnny. You got a cat, right, Johnny?
Yeah.
I had a couple of cats for like 18 years. I had a brother and sister, and then unfortunately they passed away from old age. I mean, we just they aged out basically, and I haven't been able to get another cat since. I'd like to get one, but I just don't have a good place for one. So. I'd love to get one eventually, but I don't think so for right now. So, so anyway, enough of this Straturday night cat and dog talk. What's going on, boys and girls? How's everything?
We're just getting rolling.
Yeah,
we're good, man.
Yeah, I kind of peek in out here every Saturday night just to see what's going on. You see me chat a little bit with everybody. So, how's everybody holding up? I haven't really. Spoke to everybody about what's been going on for the last year. I mean, I don't want to mention what it is because I know those words are verboten on certain platforms. But we've been going through some shit for the last year, and I literally have not done a gig for coming up on almost a year. So the last gig we did was Caleb and I on March 6th of last year. Nerd Halen played. That was the last gig I did. So it was shaping up to be a fucking great year, man. I had so many gigs lined up, so many good paying gigs and teaching and oh man. And then March 13th, it just fell through the floor, man. But doing nothing. So
they're booking gigs here. There was the Atomic Punks were supposed to play here.
Yeah.
And I guess it got postponed. There's a club called the Marquee Theater here, it holds, I don't know, maybe 1,500, 2,000 people. And what they were doing is they had booths set up with like dividers and shit. And they were basically only allowing in like a third of their capacity, but they were at least trying to do something to get bands to play and keep you, away from the stage and stuff. But I don't know, man,
right.
The live music thing is such a socially interactive thing that it's difficult to do in the club environment.
Yeah. They're doing outdoor shows here. The other Van Halen tribute band that I'm in, Viva Halen, played today. They played at the Doll Hut in Anaheim. And
I know the Doll Hut. Yeah.
Yeah. They've converted it to an outdoor thing, and they have a generator to power the stage. And
sounds like
it's supposed. It's supposed to be socially distanced, but it didn't look that distant to me, and I mean, I'm not super paranoid about it, but I didn't do the gig. So I just decided I'm going to wait a little bit longer, maybe another couple months. But they played today. They had a substitute drummer, and I'll get back to it eventually. It's just the time. I don't know. I'm keeping busy doing other things. I've decided I'm trying to learn how to record. I bought myself a electronic kit sitting right here in front of me. It's right over here.
Oh, cool.
Right here.
And I'm learning how to record on it, and I'm giving Zoom lessons, drum lessons via Zoom. That's starting to get pretty successful. So if anybody wants a drum lesson, look me up. Hit me up. Just trying to stay busy and learn new things while we're waiting this thing out. So it's just been a crapshoot for the last year. So nobody I know is playing out too much. So anyway, doing the best we can, right?
Yeah, and it's for me, it's not so different because I'm always just sitting here,
right? Right.
But one thing I have done is I've taught people how to do this type of thing.
Yeah,
people have come to me and be like, "Hey, how do you do like this?"
And then they
type of deal?"
stab you in the back and start their own show. And
Well, that was years ago, but yeah, that happens too. Yeah,
yeah, that's why there's always an issue when somebody is speaking very quietly. It reminds us of some disloyal cocksuckers.
Oh my god!
Oh, no. The language. My goodness.
My goodness. Dang.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, you didn't hear what you thought you heard. My microphone.
It's got one of those scramblers, right? And it just
something. I don't know what you heard. I don't know what you thought you heard. White noise.
My virgin ears.
I'm not sure if you guys have heard this before, but I'm known for having mic issues.
Right.
I don't know. You heard what you thought you heard.
Oh yeah, see there it is.
Yeah, see, there it is again. Anytime I can give Johnny Beane a chance to play with sound effects, he's happy. It's like, yay, gee.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Jeff, Vistalite 1970, what is it, 72? He's asking about some of your gear. He wants to know what kind of electronic kit you have.
I bought
a drummer. He's probably a Ludwig.
I can't see the chat. Is there a way I can see the chat? I'd like to.
Are you in the? Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, it's right there on the right side.
There's Amanda. Right. Okay. I bought.
Yes, there's Amanda.
There's Amanda. I know her. I bought a
witch?
No. I bought a TD-17 KVX. It's kind of a middle of the road kit, but it's pretty cool. The brain is a little more advanced, and I haven't dug too deep into it about importing my own sounds, because what I'm primarily doing is using that into the laptop, and I'm using a interface, Focusrite interface, and I'm recording into Reaper. And I'm using a VST. I don't know if this is getting too deep in the weeds, but a VST basically takes the MIDI sounds and replaces them with stuff, another drum set, and it makes the sound killer. So I'm still learning how to do it. I've recorded a few things, taking lessons, looking at YouTube constantly, but it's really fun. And I've got it plugged in to come over things like this. I don't have it. I'm going through the audio from the computer right now, but if I just switched it, I could actually play the drums. You guys would hear it perfectly clear. Nice. And that's how I do the Zoom lessons. So my students, yeah, I'm happy to play for you. Happy to play for you guys. But the Zoom lessons are great, and we're still working on it, but I'm trying to do this thing called Jam Kazam, where we're going to be able to play with each other virtually over the internet. But it's so damn complicated, but we're trying to do it. Another one of my bands are working on it. And then if we get that up and running, then the 4 or 5 other bands that I'm in, I'm going to try to get them to do it too. Because as you guys may or may not know, I play in like 5 bands, 6 bands, nice. I don't know, 7 bands. Whoever wants me, I'm kind of a whore. So
for a nominal fee.
Yeah, Nerd Halen said for a nominal fee.
Yeah, for a nominal fee.
Yeah. So we're working on it.
Have you done any studio stuff over the last year? Have you? I mean, I know that's kind of what it's been reduced to for a lot of bands.
Yeah,
I got a studio rehearsal.
I got a couple of bands. One's called Stone People. Another one's called California Man. We've been recording some stuff and
going to a party. Meet me on after school. Sorry,
right.
I think I'm the only one that knew. I think I'm the only one that knew that reference.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's kind of where they got. That's where they got that the title of the band, obviously.
Sure.
Yeah, I've been recording some of that stuff, and you know, I'm still learning. Like I said, I really want to be doing all kinds of studio stuff. So once I can learn how to mix and edit all my stuff, then I'll be a lot more comfortable with it. I'm pretty close, you know. Most of it was just I wanted something in this room so that I could just come back here and play anytime I wanted. So, but yeah, I'm capable of recording with people anytime anybody wants. So, you know,
that's the only thing I miss at the house here is I don't have a drum kit. I've got, you know, guitar rigs, bass rigs, PA rigs, you know, multi-track recording and stuff. So any drumming that needs to be done, I basically step by step still program an SR16.
Sure,
you know,
sure.
And just run the SR16, do it step by step, you know, break it down into 64th beats. I mean, it's so slow and such a pain in the ass. But then when it's done, obviously it's in sync. You add the little swing feature for it. It's got a little bit of a human breath to it. But other than that, I really want to get like a cheap set of like, you know, digital drums in here and just to have something to pound it out. But in the meantime, I'm trying to find some software, some drum programs online that I can put in using something like that has a syncopated screen on it, like Acid, where you can basically drag the beats in and, you know what I mean, and get it to work. But I haven't been able to find anything.
GarageBand or something.
Yeah, GarageBand is good if you have a Mac, but I'm on PC.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And Acid was good.
What's that, John?
The Octopad, the Alesis Octopad is pretty good.
I used to use these.
Electronic.
Drums on demand. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just samples. You just drag into your DAW and you can you just build your own parts, you know.
Sure.
I like the GarageBand and Mac. The Mac just comes with, you know, literally thousands of loops. Not only GarageBand, but the sound.
Acid used to do that. Acid had some great loops, you know, when it first came out that you could use. And the problem with that is you have to drag everything, and you have to have everything has to be exact in that situation. You can't really have a human swing on it, so it doesn't groove the way you want it to. It's very 9 Inch Nails digital, which is poop.
Yeah, and this I've got this. It's called a sound machine.
Oh yeah.
And see, it's got a little drum right there. So every time somebody new pops in here, I do this.
Wow.
Hey, and then I do this.
And then you kick them right back out.
I got to get one of those.
Example, John. Then you kick my ass out.
Jeff, it takes like an entire year of doing the show to get one of these. Trust me. And I wouldn't have one.
If you order one on Amazon and they know you're on the show, not for less than a year, you ain't getting it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too, sir. What's going on?
Not much, man. I cannot wait to see you guys live, Nerd Halen.
Can't wait to get out there and play again. Jesus, man, it's been way too long. Yeah.
This will be the year.
It'll be the year. I mean, we're on track to kick some ass in 2020, but you know, we're still young. It's not like we're geriatric or anything. So, you know, we can wait this thing up. Yeah. He's getting old. I just actually I just had a depressing birthday, but I'm not gonna tell you guys how old I am. But I did have a depressing birthday.
Hey,
just the other day. So, you know, I start to feel my age, especially when we're just sitting around doing kind of nothing. So,
well, you were just saying earlier, I think it was 5 or 6 mandarins. So, You're a lot more active than most people probably watching.
Yeah, your new Delta Tau Chi nickname is Portnoy.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, who is watching? We didn't do a.
Oh yeah, roll call.
We got 111 watching right now.
Nice.
Roll call going.
Nice. Hit that.
Yeah.
thumbs up. I should
Who's
hit
it?
that thumbs up.
And
And John
thumbs
Bill.
up. And thumbs up.
And your mic is kind of low, John.
How's
It's
that?
definitely low,
Is it
yeah.
just I need to get up on it or what? Is it? Is that better now? Is it humming?
There we go.
Better.
That's good.
Hey,
good.
check 1 2.
Hey now.
Hey, now.
Hey now.
You
Hey,
hear the hum? I
Marcy.
hear a hum, but I don't know if that's me or.
I'm always hearing ringing in my ears.
Yeah, I think that's
Always.
on my end. It's all good. It's all good. Turn that gain down.
Good to see you, Marcy. Hey, Sherman. Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah, we
Sherman.
got people
Mike's
on
up.
Facebook. Got people on Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, here's the participants. We got in the chat Amanda Coombs, Bent Tom, Browns fan, Fruitcake Tony. Hey, Fruitcake, good show last night with Johnny.
Yes.
G. Bushnoff, Jeannie Says, James Gum, Janice Lala, John Doe, Johnny Beane, of course, Kevin Bethel, Craven Soda, KXM Rock. Let's see, Majestic, PB&J Cat, Michael Smith.
Hello.
Hello, Nightbot, Randy Price,
Hey,
Venus Pinkle, Santa Cruz 3600, Sherry Turner, Wayno, and others. Welcome, everyone.
Quite.
I was going to start by saying hello, like hello, because I know Paul. No, because I know Paul said that he had a splitting headache. So I hope you're feeling better,
I'm
man.
fine. I'm fine. I'll be all right.
Okay.
If I have to, I'll go eat the cookie.
Well, don't let us hold you back.
Eat that cookie. Even
Well,
if you don't have, even if you do not have a headache, eat the cookie.
When I do my first break to let the dogs out, because they're going to have to go at some point, I might just stop by the refrigerator, come on back.
So that's when you become the cookie monster.
Yes, I become cookie.
Cookie.
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. Remember when we were? Wow, that was almost Schwarzenegger sings Cookie Monster. Come on, give me the cookie already. It's over here. Oh, eat it now.
Give me the cookie.
Get to the cookie.
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you. Have you noticed Ace can smell the acrylic on that paint?
Oh yeah.
He's already tried to get at it once.
Really?
He knows that painting's not supposed to. Well, not supposed to be there, but that it's new.
Right.
So he's like, "Hey, what the hell is that smell? Smells comfortable. Maybe I'll eat that."
That's a badass story, buddy. That's the one you were talking about, the young girl that painted it.
Yeah. One of the listeners to our morning show, his daughter Alexis is really talented. In fact, here's the sad part. There's a sad story along with this. The guy has 3 daughters. All right. His name is David. He's a good dude. But he's got 3 daughters, and they listen to the show. They used to listen every morning when they were on their way to take the kids to school. Well, as you know, I'm not exactly family friendly. Even on the morning show, we tend to be a little bit over the line for somebody bringing their kids to school. So we used to get complaint calls from him in this truck saying, "Hey, my wife doesn't want me to let the girls listen to your show." Long story short, he's got Alexis, his daughter, his oldest daughter, is the one that painted that picture behind me. He's also got 2 twins. He's got a set of twins, and he literally is showering all this praise on Alexis for being this amazing artist. And the twins are like, "Hey, what are we, chopped liver? Like, what's wrong with us? What are we?" And he's lit, like, while he's like, "Oh, she's so talented. We're really proud of her." And the girls are like, "What the?" He's like, "Yeah, she's my favorite daughter." I'm like, when these girls grow up to be, some sort of a terrorist or something, it would be like, it all started when he started to say the favorite daughter was the one that painted the Van Halen stuff. I kid. They're a super nice family. They live in a place that you've heard referenced in the movie Bad Santa, Apache Junction, which is east. It's east out by the Superstition Springs. They're very nice people. And all 3 daughters are really, really good kids. Questionable parenting, letting them listen into our show, though.
Nice.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
what was the
real quick to jump in real quick. I'd like to get one of those pictures,
Oh yeah.
from her to donate. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll reach out to David. I'll hit him up now, and see how many she's willing to paint.
She can
Because
get a good business going.
yeah, we can send her.
but
we can send her to art school. We can pay for her art school.
Exactly. I mean, obviously she's super talented, and if you can help somebody out like that, man, why not? Right?
Yeah.
It's a win-win. You get
Sure.
a great picture, and
Yeah.
I think it was a really cool thing for her to do, and I think I'm going to get a frame for it and hang that thing up, and that's going to be a cool thing to have. I love anything that's like original art is awesome.
Absolutely. So that I mean, really, just to kind of push her out there and help if she wants to. I mean, I know she's young and all, but that's her passion, right? So
I would assume so. I mean, she's clearly talented. She wants to get into, the way I understand it, is she wants to get into doing like vector art and digital, stuff so that you don't have to paint on acrylics. You can do it on a computer and monitor and stuff. And,
sure.
I suggested that she never stop doing this because the vector art, somebody will eventually be able to make a program that can do all that and takes all the humanity out of it. Just like Jeff, you talk about having electronic drums. That's great, but there's nothing that can substitute from you taking a drum key and tuning up a pair of a set of Ludwigs your own. You know what I mean? And finding that your own swing and your own attack on it.
Oh, yeah.
Her own brush stroke or whatever it is that comes from her hand with that paint on a piece of canvas can never be replicated.
You want to keep it human. No, I agree 100%, man.
So that's what I told her. I said, you do what you want to do, obviously, but I'm glad that you're doing this, and please don't ever stop, because that's a cool thing. Wayno just says, "Hey David, wake up your favorite child and get her painting." Suddenly we've got a slave labor workshop going on in Apache Junction.
Nice.
that's good.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Yeah, I'll see how many if she's willing to do them. I've sent him a message, and if he is open to it, then maybe I'll get an email address or something that we can put in the Discord.
Well, nowadays it's
I got
always
it, Johnny. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, put it up there. I mean, anything to help her out. Help a daughter out, especially nowadays with COVID. I mean, man, oh man. Yeah.
Now you said the word.
Did I? Am I not supposed to?
Change the subject. Hey, John Doe.
Especially nowadays with -19. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we don't know what you're talking about.
Dash
Just say
19.
especially these days. Especially these days.
Yeah.
Especially last year.
Especially last year.
Yep.
I fucked up.
Oh, it's okay.
Nice mouth.
Oh.
Get that. You might want to get that microphone fixed. You got a little audio problem there.
Sorry. Oops.
You sound Canadian.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Man, why am I getting all these text messages? What's up with
Jeez.
that?
Because you
I
gave the
can't
friggin'
imagine.
text number. It's at the bottom of the screen.
Oh.
That's why.
I've got a phone number on the screen. No wonder.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm getting all these
Good.
messages of like pictures of
The,
guitars.
Yes.
You big dummy.
Look at that.
You
David
bitch.
David Scher is watching us. Right there. Look at that.
Yeah. Share your
Awesome.
photos.
Very
Yes,
cool.
great. That's cool. She had the photos of everybody watching the show, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have thought of that years ago.
105 watching right now.
Oh man. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna keep going on.
Hey, did you guys check out? Did you guys see Mammoth WVH?
PH?
I saw
Yes.
it.
That was
On
excellent.
Kimmel?
I saw
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I have to say, you guys, I can't listen to that song. I can't listen to that song.
Is it
I fucking cry
emotional?
every time I hear
Yeah.
it. Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was in tears when I watched it. I don't even get like that, but I could
Especially
just
with the video.
well, the video was I heard I watched the video once and I cried. I can't watch it again.
Yeah.
And I heard the song one other time, and then the next time I heard it was when he played it the other night. I can't listen to it. It's too fucking emotional, you know. I found out he passed away. I was standing in a Ralph's. I was shopping. I'll get a little personal here, but my wife had some major surgery September 30th, and she was recovering, and I was taking care of her. So I was in the supermarket when Caleb texted me, and I'm standing in the produce section, and I just started crying in the produce section, and it's like, so it's pretty emotional for me. Van Halen's my band. That's always been my band. The first concert I ever went to. Alex is my, my God, you know, and Eddie is. I mean, if he's the guy, you know, he's the guy that I was drawn to watch. You know, everybody was drawn to watching it back. He enjoyed playing. You could see it in everything that he did, and for him to pass away, we knew it was going to happen. I mean, it was inevitable.
It's still unexpected.
But it was still unexpected. We were hoping for the best. And, you know, and I just started crying there in the store. And I was like a wreck for the next, you know, few days after that. And then when that song came out, it's just, we know exactly what he's singing about. And it's just,
the video.
I swear to God, guys.
All together with that video, man.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I've literally heard the song 3 times because I can't listen to it. I break into tears. It's just too emotional for me.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
Now, you said that was your first concert. What year was that? Which tour?
1981. Fair warning.
Oh, let's hear about it.
I was there. I saw that tour.
Did you sneak in like Bo?
No, this was a great.
Snuck in? Did he sneak? He snuck in, really?
Oh, he called in last night and told a story how he snuck into the Oakland Coliseum.
Oh, I was driving
posing as crew. Yeah,
I was down in Durango all week doing steam inspections, so I was on my way home. I didn't catch the show. I got to check that out. So he snuck in.
I saw some of your posts. That was interesting
stuff.
I have a friend that was at that Oakland show. That's the one. That's the famous one that the videos are all from.
Yep.
And I have a friend that was at that show. I saw them in Buffalo, New York. I think it was wintertime. I was pretty sure it was wintertime. This is a great story.
Let's find out when that was.
Yeah. You look at setlist.fm. I'm sure it'll come up. So this is really it's really a fun story. Oh, Jeff is so cool. Took me by surprise.
Let's confirm that. Let's confirm that.
Give a thumbs up if you think Jeff is cool.
Yeah, give a thumbs up, man.
Here's a cool concert story. So it was my first show. My mom volunteered to take us. We had an old Ford LTD station wagon with the suicide seat in the back. So that was the first plus. You know, whoever's sitting in the back gets to see where they've been, not where they're going. So it was my mom, and that thing held 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people, I think. It was my mom and me and 6 of my friends. And she took us all. And we drove to Buffalo, and we were getting ready to go into the show. And my mom says, well, I'm just going to sit in this car, and you guys come out when you're done. And we're all looked at each other like, it's cold as hell here. It's snowing. We don't want you to stay in here. We'll pool our money. We'll scalp you a ticket. And so we sure enough did. And she came into the show with us. My mom was fucking cool, man. My mom was really cool. All my friends loved my mom. She's the reason that I play music. Literally the reason that I play music. The first band I was ever in, the first gig I ever did, I was 12 years old, and I played with my mom on a New Year's Eve gig. And I made like $200, and I was hooked. And shortly after that, 1981, she took us to the show, went into the show with us, sat in the show with us. I had never seen people smoke pot before, but you could smell it. It's all over the place. Somebody sitting next to her offered it to her. She said, okay, took a hit. Guys, it was fun. It was really super fun. And I'll tell you what, the second the lights went down, I was hooked. They opened with On Fire. And
Yeah.
Wow.
it was,
Yeah.
guys, it was bombastic from start to finish. My jaw was, it was down here. I didn't, I had heard about Van Halen. I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't really buy my first Van Halen record till 80. I think it was Women and Children first. But here's another cool story about Van Halen. In 78, when they were touring with Black Sabbath, they played Buffalo Memorial Auditorium. And I used to fall asleep with a radio on. And it was, back then, I don't think I was listening to FM radio. I think it was AM.
Thanks a lot.
They were running ads for the Black Sabbath show. And I remember clear as day them talking about Black Sabbath, and they were playing all the Black Sabbath songs. And it was special opening guest Van Halen. And they played the, You Really Got Me. And I was like,
Yeah.
Van Halen, what is that? What is that? I didn't know what it was until like a little while later. And then I found Women and Children first, and then I went back and got 1 and 2, and then I got Fair Warning. Matter of fact, sitting right over there on my record player, I have my original copy of Fair Warning that I bought when it came out. I have the original copy.
Awesome.
And I was,
Wow.
dude, guys, I was hooked. We came back from that show. None of us could hear, but we were yelling like banshees. It was the most amazing show. My mom took us to, all 7 of us in that car.
How
with
old
her.
were you?
Thank you, Bent.
I
Thank you,
was 81. I was 15.
Oh, wow.
And it was just
Nice.
absolutely amazing. And what did I do the next day? I started stripping down my drums and I painted them black and white.
Really?
And
Like Al's.
I had my first black and white Van Halen drum set back then. Now I have an actual 1981 replica drum set. I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures. I might be able to pull up a picture here. Let me see if I can find it.
Replica of
Yeah,
Al's
love
81
to see
kit?
it.
Yeah, I have a 81 replica
Oh, wow.
Al drum set. I'll find it for you, and I'll tell you the story behind that. That's a pretty cool story too. It's a sad story, but it's a pretty cool story. So I played in this band, this Alice Cooper tribute band with this guy Larry Cornwall, and he was a drummer in a bunch of tribute bands, so he wanted to start his own tribute band, and he wanted to be the singer. So I auditioned. I got the gig. I was playing with him, and he was in a Van Halen tribute band at the same time. And he had this really cool replica Van Halen drum set, and he used to play shows with it. It's huge. It's a monster kit. And here it is. Yeah, watch. Look at this. Maybe you guys can see it on. Let me get rid of this and pull it up. Let me see if I could get you guys to see it. I don't know. There it is.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
So
Oh, yeah, you got it, everything.
yeah, I have everything.
Great.
So flash forward about 3-4 years ago, Larry got ill. He got very seriously ill. He had a lot of health problems. Guy struggled, but he freaking went out there every night and played gigs with us and played with a Motley Crue tribute band, Van Halen tribute band. But he just got too ill, and I started subbing for him in the first Van Halen tribute band. And long story short, he passed away. He had glioblastoma. It was heartbreaking to watch him go through that. And we became best friends, and we went to Dodger games together. Did all kinds of stuff together. We had a lot of common interests, love of Van Halen, love of drumming, love of the Dodgers. So we went down to Mexico. He's got a vacation home down in Mexico. So my wife and I went down with him and his wife down just north of Cabo. And they got a beautiful place down there. And we had such a nice time, but he was struggling. And he was saying he was really struggling. And so my wife and I came back home, and they drove back home, and the day he got home, they went to the doctors to check out what was going on, and they wouldn't let him leave. They admitted him to the hospital. They said, dude, you got a fucking brain tumor, and they gotta operate. So, through through a little bit of fortune, he was able to survive another year and a half. My daughter works for City of Hope and hooked him up and got him in there, and they were able to treat him a little bit. And he actually came back and played a little bit. He played a couple of gigs. Wasn't able to sing with Alice in Cooperland, but he was able to play drums a couple times. And but then unfortunately he passed away. Heartbreaking. He had so many friends that loved him, and to this day, it's just so. I saw his wife literally less than 8 hours after he passed away. I went over to her house, and the first thing she said to me was, Larry loved you so much and our family loves you so much that we decided that we want you to have his Van Halen replica drum set.
Wow.
So they gave it to me, and I have it. It's my most prized possession. I was floored that they gave it to me, and it's a fucking monster kit. It's a bitch to set up. Trust me, I don't play that full kit very often. I take like half that kit to some of my gigs.
Do you have the quad bass drums?
No, I don't have the quads, thank God. But
that's a little much for a club.
I know. The two bass drums that are with it are the double-sized bass drums, so they stand.
So they're the full tour, or what are they like?
The
Canon,
the Canon bass drums.
Double depth, yeah.
Yep.
Do you have the gong that you light on fire?
He's got the gong, and when I need to use it, Carrie, his wife Carrie, has let me use it. So it's still there. Whenever I need to use it, I can borrow it.
Is it ready for
wired
propane?
up to a propane tank? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. There's not too many places that I could do that.
No.
I'll tell you a funny story.
Real quick. We got somebody else. Somebody else is here. Jeff, you might know this guy.
Oh, there you go.
No, they'll let anybody in this place.
I told you guys last week we were cutting them loose.
He showed up before you.
I'll put you guys together.
Okay.
There we go.
He was on time.
Hey, I was enjoying myself hanging out with Jeff.
Oh,
Why did I get
Okay,
knocked
you
out?
can be on. You can be on the other. Okay, here.
Look, which way do I
Hey!
look?
There we go.
I look over here. Caleb, look over that way. Hi, buddy. Hi,
Wrong way, Caleb.
Hey, Caleb.
I always do that.
buddy.
I always get it the wrong way. With
High
this.
five.
High five.
High five. Wait,
All right, cut that out.
Paul.
Hang on. Do it again.
Oh no.
Where did
Oh yeah, that's what that's
Oh,
that's
my
the
God.
stuff.
all right now?
That's the stuff right there.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Johnny, you should have known better before you put us two.
Hi, Ellie.
There it is.
There you go.
Look at that. Oh shit.
Where's Jay?
How much in that story did you hear, Caleb? How I got the Van Halen drum set?
Well, I think you've told me it before, but
Back in there, Larry.
I
And
didn't hear it just now because I just had to
okay.
turn off the show for a little bit, and then. But were you talking about your gear for the last 38 minutes or what?
Oh, actually, but I did get to tell the story of seeing Van Halen. My first concert was '81 Fair Warning Tour. I got to tell that whole story about my mom and taking us there, and it was phenomenal. Opening up with On Fire. Yeah, can't beat that, right? From that moment, I was hooked.
It says
So-
that was July 31st. Was that?
Okay,
Buffalo-
so you know
Buffalo
what?
81.
I don't know why I think it was snowing. If it was July 1st.
No, in Buffalo in July, I'm sure.
Well, I know. No, you know what it was? I got a little bit confused because here's another funny story. We went to see the 1984 tour in Buffalo, and I know for a fact it was snowing. And I'll tell you what, I might be in a movie because if you watch the movie Oh God, You Devil with George Burns, it was a sequel to Oh God.
Yeah.
When we walked up to the
John Denver.
Yeah, was it John Denver? I think
Yeah.
it might. Yeah, it was.
But he
it was
wasn't in the sequel, right?
yeah, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah, it was George
I
Burns.
never saw either one.
It was the sequel.
Shocking.
we walked up to the we were walking up to the Memorial Odd, and it was snowing, and there was a whole bunch of lights out, and there was these cameras on these scaffolding and all the whatever they put the cameras up on. I'm not thinking clearly right now. And we were walking in, we were wondering what it was, and we asked one of the security guards. They said, "Oh, they're shooting just outside exteriors, like a concert for the movie Oh God, You Devil." And sure enough, when we watched the movie like 6-8 months later when it came out, there it was. He was playing a concert somewhere, and they did the exterior shot of people walking in. So
that's a Van Halen concert from that movie?
Yeah, in the movie, the people walking in are actually walking into a Van Halen concert,
Cool.
but they're walking into this
that.
guy who sold his soul to the devil to like become popular. So
John Denver?
Well, I don't know. I don't remember who it was. I can't remember the guy.
So that was March 22nd, 84.
Yeah.
Definitely could have been snowing then.
Yeah, it definitely was snowing, because if you watch that movie, you'll see the exterior shots
Oh, we got to find that.
of the people going into the concert. Yeah.
See if it's on YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
We'll have
38
screenshots.
people- the 38 people that actually go and watch to see that clip. Like, everybody who ever worked on that movie, they're going to see a huge bump in their penny residual. So,
And that's actually the second movie that I'm peripherally in, because I'm also in peripherally the Batman movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
Wow.
There's a scene in that movie where there's a club scene and there's a band playing. And 6 or 8 months earlier, I don't know if you guys remember the old recycler ad paper that you used to sell stuff in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I had a drum set. It was a big monster drum set. It was like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It was like a 10-piece drum set. And I didn't need it, and I needed some money. So I decided to put together a kit and sell half of it. And so these people responded, and they came and picked it up at my house, and I helped them carry it out. And when I carried it out, it was a big, giant Warner Brothers production truck. And so I loaded it in the truck, and I asked the guys, I go, what is this? Why'd you guys get this drum set? And they said, oh, they're shooting the Batman movie, and there's a club scene where they need a drum set for the club, and it may be in the scene. So if you go and watch that movie, there's a club scene and there's a band playing, and they tricked out the drums. Those are my drums.
nice.
So
Wow.
Here it is on IMDb. The crowd shown in Buffalo outside the War Memorial Auditorium was actually waiting to see Van Halen on the 1984 tour stop in Buffalo.
that's right.
Concert officials kept the doors shut to allow the crowd to build. Weezer drummer Patrick Wilson was within this outside crowd, and the credits
Nice.
and credits this concert as his inspiration to begin drum lessons. Rick James was also in attendance at the show, and Wilson often recalls to
So there
friends
was snow.
the sight of James and his entourage passing closely by on the floor. That is great. That's the first trivia of Oh God, You Devil in IMDb.
Wow, man.
That is badass.
We're gonna have to find that one. That's
We're gonna have to watch that in the Discord, man.
absolutely
Yeah, that's pretty
just
cool.
that scene. We don't need anything else but that scene.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that movie years ago. That was like one that was always playing on.
That's the only reason I saw the movie is because of that shot, because they told us it was going to be in that shot. So I went and saw the movie just to see it. So.
How long is the shot? Just people walking into the
Oh,
auditorium?
yeah. It's not very long. It's
Establishing.
maybe
Yeah.
5-10 seconds, I think.
Still really cool, though. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So
I'm going to get some Blu-ray stills of that.
you guys are in the presence of a movie star, if not peripherally.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Wait, Hal's coming on?
If Hal was here, I'm the biggest movie star, but once Hal gets here, I pay a link.
Yeah, where's Hal? Let's get him in on this.
Mhm.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Adam, is that true? Is that true? Adam says he played an Ewok in Star Wars.
Nice.
How tall are you?
Were there Ewoks in Star Wars, though?
That's true.
Nope.
Yeah.
In Return
No.
of the Jedi.
That's not Star Wars, though. Well, it is. Star
Yeah.
Well, the series. The series.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, I think as an Ewok, you had to be like 4'10" 10 or something. That was the tallest Ewok or something like that. I don't know. Unless he's
Yeah, that was Kareem
maybe
Abdul.
he was
Ewok.
a what do you call it? A Wookiee instead.
Kareem Abdul.
two- I don't know where I heard that on one of the Star Wars movies. Star Wars 3.
There's so many jokes embedded in that. I'm not going to even start. I mean, there's so much can be said. Kareem Abdul, Ewoks. I mean, we could go on for hours.
I played a stagehand, and she's gonna blow.
I think that's called a fluffer.
I was just gonna say that.
Ah. Good shit.
The talent's uninterested. Call in the fluffer.
Anyone
You
else
guys
in the movie?
You guys came in that. You're braver than I thought. I've been in a movie, so shut up, John.
I was just asking. I wasn't trying to start anything.
Hey, anyone else been in a movie?
They filmed a movie in the town that I grew up in, and I don't think it ever came out. It was called. They filmed it at the little hardware store.
Well, then they
in
didn't
town.
film a movie in the town you came out.
But
in.
I remember it was a
released.
huge Hollywood production. They came
The
in
town,
for a day.
the town he came out in. What?
Yes.
Where did
The
you
dog's laughing.
It was called the First Killing Frost, but it never came. I looked at it. It is on.
I saw that when I saw you in that. It was great.
No, I wasn't an extra in it. They just filmed at the local hardware store. My dad was working at it at the time. So yeah, that's the closest I came to being in a movie.
Raven sold a fluffer towel.
Yeah, Jeff, I've been looking at what is that? Nice.
It's my replica.
Oh,
man.
nice.
No, it's not nice. It's a fucking piece of shit.
When did you take that?
Oh, that's a Kent or something.
Was
I
it
don't know what
Beane?
it is.
Looks like a Beane.
Yeah.
I don't know. Isn't that a Beane?
That's an old Japanese guitar. Is what
I don't know what it is.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's my buddy Tim and I were huge Van Halen fans, and he made this, and somehow I ended up with it. To this day, I drove it out. It was in my car when I drove out to LA in 1989. It's a piece of crap, but it's sentimental value to me. You know,
All you need is a pickup and strings, and that's all.
And then
a
bury
good
it.
setup.
yeah. I mean, it's only firewood. You know,
All you need, yeah.
it's meaningless to nobody. I mean,
You
it's
might be
meaning-
able to keep it in tune for.
That's a Kent.
This
That's
thing
a Kent. Is
it
what
is.
that is. Yeah, I know that guitar.
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
didn't they make drum
It's a
sets?
cant.
They made
Not
drum
a
sets.
cant. It's a cant.
Kent made
They might have. Yeah, it was. Here, let's
for
find
sure
them.
did. I'll tell you a funny thing. That's funny. You tell me that's a Kent. I would have never known that. The first drum set I ever bought was a Kent drum set.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah,
then I bought
K-E-N-T. Kent.
CANT.
Then I bought a Whitehall drum set, and I put the two together for my first big double bass drums kit, and that's the one that I painted black and white. No, this is just sentimental. We love Van Halen so much that he made this, and I have it. So, it was just one of those
How
things.
old is that? That thing looks
This
well
thing is
worn.
40 years
60,
Kent
60s.
Kent drums,
60s.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
just
yeah.
the paint job. The paint job looks old.
Oh, I think I had that. That's very much
That's a nice looking
very
little
much
kit.
like the kit that I bought. Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Pretty crazy. Yeah, I saw you guys always have guitars, and I figured I might as well, pitch in a little bit of guitar thing, even though I am a drummer. That's my buddy's guitar, and I have it. This is my friend since 1976. One of the things we used to do before he made this, we used to go down to the local grocery store in the little town that I was in. Oh yeah, there you go. Kent,
It's one of those, is what it is.
probably,
wow.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you
get
can
the
see.
bridge.
Yep, very much like that.
Trapeze or
Yep.
tailpiece.
So before he made this, we used to go down to the local grocery store. We lived in a town of only like 2,000 people. And it was before the internet and before any, so we had to make our own fun. So we go down to the local grocery store, and we would get all their cardboard boxes and bring them back to my house. And we would cut them up with razor blades and we would construct cardboard guitars, and then we'd play air guitar to Aerosmith live bootleg. And at the end of the night, we would bust all the guitars we made. At the very last song on the Aerosmith live bootleg record, we would bust all the guitars, and we would had our fun that night. So, and then
David Crosby would criticize you for doing it.
Of course he would.
Man,
that fucking old prick.
why are you smashing a perfectly good guitar?
Look at the still of my face in that picture. Of course.
Well, that's not an unfamiliar position for you, is it?
Wait a minute. Go back, Johnny. Go back to that. That looks like that shot is from last week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was last week he did that.
That's back when Jay was posing for his 4th grade picture.
Cobra Kai Platoon. Thank you so much. And where is Jay, by the way?
The artist of the Straturday.
Wherever he is, he's high as
Jay. Cobra Kai, thank you, man. There's all kinds of artwork here.
Cobra Kai rules and rules all.
Yeah, Cobra Kai is killer, man.
Killer.
The shit that he puts together, holy shit.
Here's something else for you guys. Caleb's seen this.
Is that the snow globe that you guys performed in for the holidays?
Oh, what? Oh, there you are.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that is awesome.
Nerd
In honor of our stellar video that we shot.
That video is killer. That is so good.
Shot right here in my backyard. Socially distanced.
That really is.
In case anybody wants to be prickerbush about it, it was socially distanced, except for Caleb sitting on my lap. But of course, I had a mask on, so fuck you all.
That's all right. Caleb had a heart on, so.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Well, I am.
But he was wearing the Eddie Van Halen parachute type pants, so he was good.
Cut that part out.
I am pretty attractive when I'm wearing a Santa suit, so I'm faulted for that.
Yeah, that was fun.
I was very inspired, and I decided to make my own Nerd Halen snow globe.
How do you make a snow globe?
You order it on Amazon, and you just.
So you didn't make it; you bought it.
Well, no, you got to put all the stuff in
Put
it.
the little picture into the thing.
You got to put the picture inside. You got to. I had to clip all of this stuff. Look, it's got the what is that? Like my shirt that I wear on stage.
Plaid.
What is that? Plaid? I don't know what it's called.
There's a name for that. Yeah.
There's a name for
Argyle?
it. Yeah,
Argyle.
And then
Argyle.
I had to make the Nerd Halen thing.
Argyle Halen.
In there, put the picture in it. I had to put my own water in it. Come on, guys. There's a lot of work.
But he asked for no permission whatsoever, by the way, to do any of that from the band. So,
and I've only
unauthorized product.
I've only sold 50 of them, Caleb.
We're still in litigation.
How many are you selling tonight?
Call 1-800-NERD-HALEN.
Who wants a guitar?
Wait, you already have the number? What?
What? Oh, I didn't say that out loud, did I?
I bought 10 of them. Where the fuck are they?
Yeah, he's on the Caleb Rappaport plan. He put together the number before he actually had any merchandise.
I want them for 2020.
Sometimes I speak with my outside voice. It's just thinking down. There's a lot of things that might come out tonight, Caleb. I'm sorry. You might.
Okay. Like, don't hold back.
I got good legal representation though.
Hey, when I turned the show on, I thought the guy in the upper middle square there was from Canada or something. So.
Oh yeah, he's so low. Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh no! I think he's talking about the.
Don't want to be too loud.
The face.
No, the goatee.
The handlebar.
Facial hair, yeah.
I think he's talking about the.
Gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, but you would have known if you'd have played some videos of a failed '90s band.
Of Vertical Horizon.
There's the smack talk for the evening.
Shots fired.
Room.
Blind Melon's a good band too. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just mentioning. Let's name some '90s bands.
It's your
What's
show,
the
John.
guitar-
Take control.
What's the guitar box behind Caleb?
Oh,
Oh,
could that be?
ooh.
Let's see.
Whoa.
Is it here already? No way.
Don't tease us.
You better
Or
get back there and
is
get
it just
that mofo out?
or is it just convenient product placement
Let
by
me see.
corporate whore?
It's
There's
very
only-
light.
You're,
Full
Obviously,
you're
very
really
light.
strong. I don't want to screw you, man.
It's like, it's like 20 pounds.
Oh, is it a case?
No.
Could it be
Uh-uh.
a gig bag? Oh, styrofoam. I sent you an empty box. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb
most-
Rappaport's dry hump.
Caleb, yeah, the guitar keys.
That's the
I
most
just took-
anticlimactic unboxing video I've ever seen.
I
Worst
took,
unboxing
I
ever.
took 2 minutes of all your lives and threw them in the fucking garbage.
It's an air guitar.
Yes.
It's,
well, the
They
box
sent me
looks
a
cool
case a few
anyway.
weeks ago, just an empty case. I
Which is
think
nice.
Jay told a story.
Is there
of-
anything
of when
you're going to put in that case?
So I think Jay, when he ordered his signature, he got the case like the next week, and then he had to wait like 3 months for the guitar or something.
Air guitar.
Air guitar.
That's
There's
good.
Good night, Joanne.
a guy here selling a
That's
Frankie, a
Drop the
Frankie
mic.
EVH Frankie for $2,000 on like Craigslist.
Hey, Zach.
He wants
Where's
I don't-
Jay?
$2,000 for it.
Yeah, I know. Jay.
It's all right. We got Jeff in the house tonight.
You know,
Oh, we need a 7 spread here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Listen,
I
Look,
I'm
I
not on
forgot
the
to ask.
computer,
I
so
forgot
I'm
to
not
ask.
gonna-
Wayno asked me to ask Jeff, what's your favorite Van Halen song to play?
boy, I'll tell you.
I'm interested.
That's pretty tough. I'll tell you the most challenging, and I still don't have it down yet. But the first time I ever played it was with Caleb live. Girl Gone Bad,
Mm.
and I still don't have it down because that fucking end part of the solo, Alex is doing something that's fucking wicked. I can't.
Dude, and it's just on the ride.
No, because
No, I know.
he's
Then
doing
there's-
this pattern on the ride, and then he's doing this thing on the bass drum. Do-do-do. I could do the do-do-do and the ride, or I could do the ride and not the do-do-do. I can't fucking piece those two things together. And
I think he
everybody,
overdubbed some of that.
no. He could definitely play that. It's a doable pattern. I just
oh,
can't.
yeah, he did it live.
I can't get my brain to do it. So that's the most challenging song. I can't really. I'll have to think about it. I'll tell you what. My theme song in life, my favorite song of all time, is Unchained. So, I mean, every time I get to play that, I just feel alive and feel blessed that I can play it in front of people. I want that song played at my funeral. I really do. I'm not even kidding. I've told my family, play that fucking song.
Yeah,
at
but
my
you're hitting the ground but not running.
Right. Yeah. I said,
No, he's hitting the ground.
I'm not even kidding. When I bought my truck, my Tacoma 20 years ago, I brought a CD and it only had one song on it. It had Unchained on it, and the first song that was played on that truck was Unchained. I put it in the CD player, put the windows down, blasted that bitch as I was driving down the road in my brand new truck. I was so fucking happy. So that's my favorite song. My favorite song to play by Van Halen. I love to play Hot for Teacher because that's just iconic, and I'm so happy that I was able to figure out how to play it and can play it. I love Hot for Teacher. I'd have to really think about it because they're like my babies.
There's so many, right? There's just so many.
Yeah, Jeff does the full intro too. A lot of guys skip to the
On
the
Hot for
beat.
Teacher, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
go straight to the beat.
I cobbled it together. I figured it out, and I think I play it pretty close. if I don't play it right, I'm playing it pretty close, and I'm fooling.
Actually,
so we'll see.
Jeff, I have the isolated drum track for that song.
Oh, really?
Next level nerd shit. Here it comes.
If I can get it, I have it on an iPod. It's like in the middle of like an hour's worth of stuff. But if I can grab it,
I'd love to hear it.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, for sure. Do it.
What would be for that intro, Jeff?
Alex Van Halen's one of the most underrated drummers, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
we've talked about it on the show. As goes Alex, so goes the album. If Alex is in the groove, the record is fucking great.
My God,
Absolutely.
Alex and Eddie together. They were an absolute fucking dynamo, man.
I have to tell you, one of my favorite drumming albums for Alex was Van Halen 2. I think he was on it. And if you listen to like Bottoms Up, listen to some of the things he's doing on Bottoms Up, Out of Love Again.
Out of Love. He's out of control in that. It's a masterpiece.
Solo.
Listen,
Out of Love is insane.
Light Up the Sky. The drum solo on Light Up the Sky is really fun. I love
Very Keith Moon. He's
what?
a huge Keith Moon guy.
Light Up the Sky might be one of my favorite ones to play because of that drum solo. It's super fun, and I just kind of he's obviously overdubbing the drum fill at the very end of that, but I figured out how to kind of fudge it, and it's pretty fun, man. I'll tell you. But that album, I think, as far as Alex's drumming, that was his best drumming. Not to say that the other records aren't, because they are. There's so many good things, but as far as the most challenging, I am going to defeat Girl Gone Bad. As far as fun to play, obviously Hot for Teacher. My favorite song, Unchained, and probably, favorite song to play is probably Light Up the Sky. I would have to say. So
we've never played Light Up the Sky, so
no, we haven't. I play it in my other VH band. So let's
I don't
add
want
it.
to hear about them. Okay.
No.
I told you not to talk about them.
My other
I told you not to talk about them.
That's such a driving song, though.
Tonight's about me. I don't want to hear about your other Van Halen band.
Exactly.
It's about me.
Speak to me again like that. You better be wearing a cup.
You better be wearing a cup.
Cat security. Come on.
So Jeff, do you like Van Halen? I love the band Van Halen and Nerd Halen. Anybody else? Huh? Cricket.
What's that?
I said, do you love Van Halen? Of course. Do you love anybody else? Nerd Halen? Anybody else? Crickets.
That's one of the other ancillary tragedies of what's gone on over the past 5 months, and that is that we may never hear Alex Van Halen play again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's in and of itself is an ancillary tragedy to the whole deal.
Right.
At least we get to see Michael and Sammy in variety. By the way, stay away from the lockdown session, Sammy Hagar and the Circle thing, because it's literally 13 two-minute clips. It's not the actual songs. When you look at the CD, it's literally the lockdown sessions that they did, where nothing is longer than 3 minutes. It's literally
the stuff on YouTube.
Yeah,
that's
YouTube what they put out. So if you think you're buying that and you're gonna buy an entire album, that's not the case. Just so you know, it's the actual clips of what they did while they were on lockdown. So keep that in mind. Just a little consumer warning for you. But we get to see Sammy and Mike play. We may never see Alex play again, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Sure. You would hope, because
it's a tribute. I'm sure he'll be at the tribute.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's a musician, right? So you would hope. I mean, you never know, but you would hope that he would.
Dude, next October, or this October, there's going to be a tribute, and don't worry, he'll play.
Maybe
he'll be there.
Yeah, but I mean, after that, like in the future,
Freddie Mercury caliber tribute.
By the way, I have no information. I'm just figuring on the anniversary of his death.
L.A. Coliseum, 100,000 people, live on every streaming service, everything. People, I mean, he could sell at the Coliseum with a tribute to Eddie.
I don't think so.
No,
I wish.
Not these days. No, I know you're right.
Remove what's going on as far as the virus.
The Freddie Mercury tribute. I mean, as far as musicians are concerned, he's right up there with, the Freddie Mercury's caliber as a vocalist. Eddie is at least as big as as a musician slash
Yeah, but you got to keep in mind
He's bigger.
the Freddie Mercury
at
tribute
least
was a charity event for a
true.
For a cause,
huge medical issue at the time.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, that thing was a confluence of crossroads of everything that sort of worked out that made that the event that it is. I don't know that they'll be able to do something like that. Or, I mean, just looking at the amount of respect paid to him at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was pretty substantial. I don't know that they would do a big show for that. I don't know that would be massive.
There really hasn't been any kind of
I don't think they're going to go for like.
It could be like a bridge benefit.
I
thing
know.
where it becomes like a Mr. Holland's Opus annual.
I'm not really expecting
type charity show.
They'll do it at a theater in LA downtown or something.
I would think so. Yeah,
and it'll be like the most ungodly ticket to get, and it'll all go to charity, but you'll never get
fire
in.
marshals will
That'll be that. So.
very quickly.
and maybe they make a DVD of it, and again the proceeds go to Ed's charity of choice, which I guess is the Mr. Holland's Opus choice, the charity thing, which would be great. It'd be great if all those guitars that he would donate every year, and if there could be some sort of an annual event that could keep his name top of mind,
And you saw that Wolfie's new album, obviously Mammoth, is on sale for pre-order, like for if you want it signed and stuff like that. He's donating it to charity, and I already ordered my copy. So
that entire project, everything is going to Mr. Holland's Opus. Everything.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so I ordered it. So if anybody wants a signed copy, I opted for the CD. You get the CD, and then you get the booklet, and they sign the booklet. So
Is this thing on?
No.
Can you hear this? No.
no.
So
It fell over in my lap. I have it hooked up.
No, we can hear your
we can hear you. We
your
hear you.
computer microphone, your webcam mic is what we're hearing you through.
You should be able to select a different mic if you want to. If it's on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If it's in your computer, click on.
No, I got it. I got it.
This is
Yeah.
muddy. It's very muddy.
It's muddy.
And then turn it up.
Turn that gain up.
I'm not gonna mess with it. Hold on. Let me see.
This is
How's that? Is that better? Check.
this is like Johnny trying to talk Dugan through the phone.
That's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen.
All right. And he's back, folks. And he's back. Women in Love. Women in Love. Let's play Guess That Lead. Guess That Lead featuring Caleb Rappaport.
And then
Play lead,
we get flagged.
we'll all
Yeah,
guess
let's try and get flagged.
it. Is that what happens?
Hey, that's an honor. If you can get flagged for something and playing.
You can
Play-
would you really get flagged for just playing a solo? That's not
He does
the
it
whole
good
song.
enough.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, you get in trouble for covers.
really?
Yeah.
Just a lead? That's insane.
It depends. But if you play it in a different key and play a couple wrong notes, it might be.
Play it in the key of life.
Anyway,
Yes.
I will not be on the spot. So, Captain,
So tell me, guys, how did this whole happy party come to be? Your love for Van Halen. Tell me. I want to hear stories. Loves for Van Halen. How did it come about? It's not just Straturday Night Live, because there's Van Halen love here. I hear it every week.
The
Television network.
responsible party is right above Caleb, Mr.
Right.
John Beane.
I want to know all about it.
Now he's going to screw around and move us all around. Johnny Beane is the reason why I know everybody here. I mean, he's the reason he put the
glue.
community together. So, Johnny, go ahead. Answer his question.
Long story short, I used to talk on the phone with somebody. We'd talk about Van Halen, talk about the guitars and stuff, and I'm like, hey, I was a guest. I wasn't a guest. Andy Summers was a guest on the Huffington Post Live on the internet, and I got invited to talk to him. So it was like an actual talk show thing. So after I did that, I'm like, I should, do like a talk show type of thing. And then I started going live with people, talking guitars, talking music. And it's been years. It's been like 6 years of doing this.
Right.
And this is like just the latest, and it's weekly. I was like three days a week. Like
Right. I see you're all.
years.
Yeah.
For years, And
So
I've made a lot of great friends doing this.
And us.
And these guys.
We're the leftovers. Everybody else is the filet mignon. We're like
Sizzler.
We're the grizzle.
As Gene Simmons once said while taking a fat chick into an elevator, you can't have steak every night.
Wow. Very fast.
Oh,
Somebody is quick.
Very quick.
but Eddie Van Halen is the focal point, right, Johnny? That started it all. I mean, really, no doubt.
For a lot of years, I kind of played that down. I didn't want to be looked at as some Van Halen know-it-all nerd, which is true. That's just very true. I played stupid for a lot of years when it came to Van Halen stuff, and
Who's Eddie Van Halen?
and yeah, and then ever since he passed, that's when it's like, no, I need to let everybody know, like, who he is, who he was, how great he is, how he's the greatest there ever is and ever will be. There'll be no one else like him ever. And so now it's a celebration now.
Sure,
doing these shows is a celebration of Eddie Van Halen.
Absolutely. The reason why, the rest of you guys can obviously, speak for yourself, but the reason why I stumbled across you, Johnny, is because of Eddie Van Halen getting in a chat room from one of your shows or whatever. Maybe one of your internet lessons. I don't exactly remember. But that's how I found out about you,
I was looking for information on, or just searching Eddie Van Halen guitars, and I think it was someone on the show was talking about the 5150 or the Rasta.
Bring the mic up to your mouth.
It's literally 2 inches from my mouth.
I know, but it's a
I
huge
should probably, is it any better? Is that good?
It's a lot better.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
actually a lot better. We can hear you
That's
there.
what,
There you go.
There we go.
There you
Okay,
go.
I guess I'll
Okay,
just-
Lenny.
then.
Hey,
All
now
right.
you look like me.
Yeah.
You're gonna have your own show soon. Oh wait, this is your show.
This is your
Johnny, is that why you do that? Johnny, is that why you do that?
Huh?
Is that why you
Yeah,
do
so-
that? You have
Well,
the
it's a
mic right in front of your
58, so
mouth?
you're,
yeah, so we can
I guess-
hear him.
Being right on, right.
Yeah,
up on
yeah.
it
That's
is
why.
better.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
if you get up close on one of those mics, your voice sounds more resonant.
Exactly.
Does it?
hello.
Don't get too close.
you sound like this.
He's doing it. He's trying. He wants to be
All right,
Phil
well,
Henry
I'm
when he
sorry to
goes up.
interrupt, John. Go
Don't
ahead.
get too close.
I don't know, what was I saying?
I love
Forget
Phil,
what I was
man.
talking about.
Phil Hendry is the man. He's the greatest. He is radio. Eddie Van Halen is the guitar. Phil Hendry is the radio. Sorry,
Feel
Paul.
hungry.
Hendry.
So that's how you found out, right, John?
Yeah, I was looking for info on just searching YouTube for Eddie Van Halen stuff, and eventually it came up. This was probably at least, what was it, 2017? I think probably like summer of 2017 that I discovered Johnny and the crew that he had. I think it was you and Rob talking about. The first one I searched was, I think, the Roster or the Circles, and then you guys had a show about every guitar at that time. I mean, Rob had every tribute guitar So I
Yeah.
learned all ton of stuff about just from that, and then I finally realized, oh, he does live shows. Like we can chat about it, and then it's like, yeah, and I've been hooked ever since.
Yeah, and then you sent me a care package with a bunch of
Oh yeah,
stickers
the poof
and stuff.
shirt. That's
A
right.
poof shirt, and then you got your own show on here.
That's right. Send Johnny stuff. You can get your own show.
I was researching Ernie Ball guitars and saw Johnny like
Many have
years
tried.
before.
Few have succeeded.
Many have tried, few have succeeded.
But there's a
Yeah.
Canadian guy that
There it
was doing pretty good for a while.
Nice.
Well, no, that guy's a weirdo, but
Yeah, I was when I was
There you
when I
go.
was gonna buy my first Ernie Ball EVH. I searched YouTube, researched, see what I would look for fakes. You know what I mean? Make sure that if you're going to spend the kind of money that you're going to spend on one of these things, you want to make sure you don't have a fake. And I ended up seeing, and it was just, I think it was like me and my Ernie Ball EVH, and it was just him like playing it for a while. And then I saw him and Nesdal talking about it.
That
And this
him?
was like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
this was long. Yeah, that him over there.
Other way.
No, that was the right way.
No, it's the wrong way.
No, I'm going around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Around the world. He's over in the other
Yeah.
side of the world.
And then randomly I happened to be hanging out at our friend Dane Zimmerman's place, and Dane's like, "Hey, I'm going on the Johnny Beane show and stuff. Do you want to come on?" I'm like, "Sure, okay."
Just like
Who's
that,
Johnny
right?
Beane?
And then every week, if I get the thing in my little Straturday Night Live email box, I'm like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll go do it." That's kind of how I found
Guess I'll go
Johnny
on.
Beane. But it was long before that. It was just, okay, who's got an Ernie Ball Music Man, and how can I find out some details about him before I buy one?
You were talking about counterfeit guitars. Did you guys see that story this week?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
It's very
Oh,
interesting.
That's pretty crazy, right?
What was an interesting one was there's a lot of those EDS 1275s that were in that load, and I'm like, now they've gotten to the point where they're counterfeiting the double neck Jimmy Page guitar.
Yeah,
I
Right?
missed the story. What happened?
From a distance, those guitars. I mean, I guess if you looked at them closely, but I mean, how good were those fakes? I mean,
They're
they
getting
all
very
looked
good.
like the real thing. I mean, he went down at least the show I saw, he went right down the line, and he could identify every one as
the
a
Fibsons.
fake of that. Yeah, it's a fake
Yeah.
of that. But
right. Yeah, they found like what 39 guitars or something like that.
yeah, Michael, it
read
was
that?
it was a seize. They seized him at an airport or something like that. All these
Yeah,
fakes
coming through
coming in
customs.
from I don't know,
Coming from China.
or-
Yeah,
China.
coming from China.
and they looked. I mean, at least on the show I saw, he picked out every individual one and gave an appraisal of each one, and they had like it was all signature guitars. Yeah, like you were saying, the Jimmy Page double neck, the
Wow.
Zach Wilde, the Stevie Ray Vaughan.
There's an Ace Frehley one in
Ace
there, I think.
Frehley.
Yeah.
Which video? Who put it up? Which video?
I
was
saw it on Trogley's guitar show.
It was in the news.
Wow.
Yeah, they're getting very good. There were a lot of slash signatures.
$158,000. Holy
Yep.
shit! Look at that.
He broke it down too, and that's a legit figure. If they were real.
Wow.
Wow. Look at that. 36 guitars.
But could you
Big
tell
house.
from at least from that distance? You really PRS,
From
you
that
got, like, the
distance, you
Dragon
can't tell.
PRS, and I mean,
I mean, you can
They're
obviously you have
tough.
to get up close and look at it.
and I
But
think what they did. I mean, I think they took like either real Gibsons or real maybe Epiphones.
They do it with Epiphones usually.
and yeah, and you can. I mean, but then the headstock. I guess some of those headstocks don't look like Gibsons. Yeah, like that SG doesn't look like Gibson.
Well, you can tell, like, if you look in just from this distance, and the back wall on the right is a all the way to the right, that Black Beauty, the Gibson Les Paul Custom, the tip of that lower bout is too far away from the neck. You can tell immediately if you look at the groove of the lower bout where the cutaway is. Look at the black one, and then look at the Sunburst one right next to it. See how much closer?
oh yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, how far away? That immediately is a dead giveaway. The one in the Sunburst one, or Cherry Burst, whatever color you want to call it this time, is probably an Epiphone with wings put on the edge of the
Right.
of the neck. There are telltale signs of how to identify a fake Les Paul. I'm not going to say them on here because I'm not going to give anybody any opportunity to learn how to fake them any better. But just looking at that black Les Paul Custom, alleged Les Paul Custom, you can tell the diamond is wrong. The logo, the Gibson logo is too close to the top of the neck from this distance. The Gibson logo is too close to the top of the neck. The angle is wrong. The tip of the lower bout is too far away from the neck. So just from this distance, I can spot that one.
Yeah, exactly. But the sad part about it is, unfortunately, people have been tricked. People
People are
spent
buying those.
a ton of money exactly on these things, and they're getting freaking crap.
Well, because people on the internet, look, the internet is both the greatest and the worst thing that's ever been invented.
Yeah.
People on the internet, you get people, and this is where, credit where credit is due. We got John Doe, who comes into this chat every week and asks us questions about how do I identify this? How do I identify that? That's a good way to do it, because some people just look online and go to YouTube and they see Johnny Beane sitting in his house playing an Ernie Ball Music Man, having no idea that it's a complete fake.
The guitar or me?
All of the above?
Which one?
Yeah. A lot of and what's happening is, and this is part of the reason why Gibson opened its own factory, and why a lot of these companies now are no longer contracting people like World Music and Court and some of these other companies to make their guitars. Is what's happening is they get the patent, the design and the layout and everything, and then after the shift is over that night, they do a run of counterfeiters for a counterfeiting company and put the real logo on them and all that stuff. Right. But there are telltale giveaway signs, like certain things, materials that are used, and layout things that you don't want to talk about on
right. The show. Look, if you're inspecting those, I'm sure the little thing, the fret sprout and that kind of stuff, or the paint bleed and all that.
A friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, Caleb, has a Rickenbacker, but it's made in China and it's a counterfeit, and he calls it a Chinabacher.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's a nice bass. He plays it out. He's played it on an album of ours that I played with him with. But
it's actually smart.
There's no reason they can't sound great,
Yeah,
it's actually smart if you're in a tribute band. I mean, who wants to take a $10,000 EDS 1275 Jimmy Page double neck out to a club and either have some monkey knock it over or somebody rip it off or something like that. So if you're in a tribute band and you can get a decent looking guitar from a distance that's not going to cost you anything as a work instrument, then by all means have at it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty tough to deal with something like that, because there's always people that are trying to make a buck and they just really try to put it over on people, unsuspecting people. So that's always going to happen. It's just like knockoff. Yeah. It's just like knockoff watches and knockoff handbags and stuff like that. I mean, it's just always.
Do you remember?
Knockoff anything? Exactly.
Do you remember when getting something made in the Far East in China was considered exotic?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like something that you got from China was considered, it's like, oh my God, look at this vase. It was made in China. You're like, oh, really? I could go to World Market and get an entire dish set that way.
Right.
Caleb, are you plugged in or are you just playing acoustic?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
It's not plugged in at all.
Oh.
No, you are.
Good sound.
We can hear you.
Yeah, he's coming through.
Oh shit, that's been going on the whole time.
We could barely hear what everybody was saying.
Oh
yeah. All we heard was this, and
feedback the whole time. We were just trying to talk over it.
We just heard this.
Live television on the internet.
So I wonder what they did with all those guitars. I mean, did they burn them? Did they just throw them out? I mean,
no, they're probably rocking out right now.
Right? I mean, that's the perk of working at working for customs. I guess you can. I mean, everything they seize. I mean,
yeah. What
I wouldn't mind having a few of those.
What do they do with them? They keep them as evidence. I mean, right? Do they go after? How the hell do you go after? people that make this shit, right?
Wait a minute.
Well, it's
I
not
know
a priority.
Music stores destroy guitars all the time.
Yeah.
Where's that one?
Gibson
picture,
destroys guitars all the time.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
literally
remember
like,
that.
destroy perfectly
There's-
fine
there's-
guitars.
Oh,
for
There's a,
the-
God, I
there's a
know.
picture of that.
They do? Why? Why do they do that?
I mean,
Anything
it's just like the oversprays and everything.
Yeah,
little things.
oversprays are minor flaws, things like that. Like if the let's say the binding doesn't go well over the fret ends and stuff, they just destroy them because it's cheaper for them to write it off. They can write it off as
They need
damage.
Can't sell it as a factory
I
spec.
know, right?
I think
Some places do, some places don't.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they go ahead and they put them up as B stock first, and then if that doesn't go, crunch. Goodbye.
Oh,
There was
Wow.
when I worked in a at a retail store called Leechmere, we had what they called a ref shelf, and what that was anything that was refused or returned because the box was open or something was weird, it would sit on those shelves, and they had to be on the shelves for like either 90 or 120 days before the company could file an insurance claim on the damage or whatever it was returned for. And then at that point, we got a destroy order, and we would clear all this amazingly brand new merchandise that basically had, let's say, like there's a crack let's say there's a crack, a minor crack in the case of an iPad. The whole thing got thrown away, but they had to wait 120 days for the insurance to go through, and then we just basically put them in a trash compactor.
Oh,
Wow.
so sad.
Yeah. So thousands and thousands of televisions and stereos, beautiful stereos, shit like that would get once we got a destroy order.
So you couldn't like skirt around that, and somebody
would
take it home. Or...
Employees were able to buy stuff off the ref shelf. So like if I know I bought like a $1,000 receiver from Pioneer that just happened to fall off the forklift that day. It sat on the ref shelf for 120 days, and I paid $19 for it.
Wow.
wow.
Nice.
But yeah,
yes,
it was
soda. Yes.
so yeah, it was one of those things where once the insurance goes through, all those guitars, they write them off, they get the retail value or whatever the insurance value is, and they just fucking destroy them.
Terrible.
Look at those. There's so much you could do with those.
Those should be anything like that has a a minor blemish or something like that, overspray or a problem, a cracked knob or whatever it is that they can't sell. They should be donated. They donate them to music school programs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they probably they get more money just with the insurance for it.
You ready, Bob?
Was anybody else when Paul was telling that story? Was anybody else like picturing Paul like putting something on the shelf and like, "Hey, this one's scratched. Maybe I'll take it off your hands."
It's like Seinfeld. He's trying to get the mail to the post office
That would be
to pay for a stereo.
Yep, that's all that the pile that Paul did.
No, that all of that. Here's the thing: all of that would have been easy to do if Wayno, my good friend and the producer of the show, and and drummer in our band, wasn't dating one of the girls in security.
Security.
It would have been easy because they had cameras everywhere. It was, if you don't think that the warehouse you work in is as well surveilled as a casino, you didn't work for Leechmere.
Wow.
They watch everybody like a hawk. I mean, the Amazon complex here is like a military installation.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Cameras everywhere.
Yep.
That's right.
He's accounted for.
My work has cameras and all over the place. It's crazy. Hey Jay, what's going on, buddy?
Jeff, how you doing, man?
Good.
Hey,
how are
Jay.
you?
Hello.
Oh, is that Jay? Jay's in the house?
Jay in the house, man.
I didn't know it was gonna screw up the whole thing you had. Oh, that's cool.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Johnny's trying to find other ways to advertise around you.
OCD
Jay.
is getting.
Just put it over top of me.
Keep the number there.
I agree with the OCD, by the way. Those you got to put something in those. you cannot leave those fucking blank.
Actually,
I like that.
you like
there
this
you go.
one?
I like that.
There we go.
That's great there because you got John
There you go,
Bell
Jeff.
underneath the subscribe button. That's hilarious.
Perfect. I'm happy with that.
Wait, I can fix that. Hang on, I can fix that. Wait. Here we go.
We'll switch around every couple of seconds. We'll keep throwing people in
It's
there.
very natural.
Oh, there you are. Oh,
Beautiful. John Bell duck.
Wait, let me see if I can line up the neck. Line up the neck there.
So, Paul, how you doing?
Perfect. You know what? If you notice that, it's funny that girl Alexis is painting over my shoulder. It pops great on camera.
Yeah, it really looks good.
Oh, it's
That thing
awesome.
It pops awesome on camera.
Pops.
Great.
yeah, that's
Hell yeah.
that's great.
I'm sorry. Pops. There you go. Hope you guys enjoy your speakers.
Pops.
Hope you had headphones on.
Eddie jumps.
Eddie jumps.
Let's find that guy.
Yeah.
That's our next goal. Yeah, we'll try and find everybody from that.
That guy has no memory of doing that. Jeff, do you know what we're talking about? The Van Halen Unleashed special on MTV.
There you go.
I don't think
You ever
so.
see that?
I don't think I saw it.
What?
What?
Yeah, I don't think I saw it.
Man.
Now you gotta let him go,
Prerequisite.
Caleb.
Johnny, kick him
Band
out.
meeting. Band meeting.
Yeah, he's gotta go.
Now,
I-
you gotta leave Paul on, by the way. You gotta leave
It's-
Paul on because with the baby.
Yeah,
I
that's
used-
all.
Paul had
It's
to
just
go
like
on.
it's
Good.
just like can you hum a few bars? I don't know, man. You
All
have
right,
to
all right.
play-
Well, it was a special on during the 5150 tour where they
Right.
on MTV where they did a whole thing on the band and it was all access. Do you remember that?
Dude, I grew up in a fucking small town and I didn't have fucking cable.
That's a small
I didn't-
town boy.
I didn't have shit.
I didn't have
see-
cable at that time either, but it's
I
been
didn't-
on the internet for 20 years. So.
Well, yeah.
All right.
I'm too busy watching porn, so
Oh,
And
okay.
you know
Good
what?
excuse.
I kind of envy you because now you get to watch
Right.
Unleashed for the first time.
I will. I absolutely
Caleb,
will.
send it to him right now.
Send it to me. Text it
No,
to
I'll
me.
let him find it. Just
I'll
fucking do
find
it.
it. I'll
Sure.
find
No,
it.
you don't want him to watch
But
the
there's
short
different
version.
versions. Yeah, you got to watch the long
Yeah,
version.
you got to make sure it's like what 30 or 47 minutes long. Is it 37?
47. I think it's 40 something.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now.
It's got
I'll
clips
do
from
my own
Live Without
research.
a Net and clips from
Let's-
it's
I wish
full
we could
live
have
songs,
a-
basically.
We could have like a viewing party.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yeah, but it'll be all of us,
already did that.
saying all the lines, and Jeff will be like, "Come on, guys, let me watch the."
Yeah, just mute it, Johnny. and
I
we'll
got
do the
I got
soundtrack.
I got one
Everyone
that's an
has the
hour
script.
and 56 minutes long.
No,
That one has, that one. This what's on that? There's
I got
bonus
another
one. It
one
Might be Live
that I-
Without a Net or something.
Wait a minute, I got another one that's 33 minutes long, and I half watched it. So
So do you know? Does this person look familiar, Jeff?
what are you talking? Oh,
There
wait,
it
wait.
is. There it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Wait.
Do we have a name for this? Don't we have a name for this kid?
No, no,
I
no.
thought we
I've
found
seen
a
you
name
guys.
for him,
I've seen you guys put that guy up there, and I was wondering, who the fuck is that guy?
Just a first name.
We can't talk about that. No.
No,
There's not his name on there.
No.
All right.
We
What
just
is- what
know-
is-
we just
John
know
David Gosh.
Yeah, we just know that that container of milk has been floating around for a
Stay
decade.
tuned on the Johnny Beane channel, and,
Yeah.
and we'll give you updates at some point.
Yeah, that was at NAM, by the way. That was at NAM. We still haven't figured it out.
Dude, that looks like it's actually on that.
really
Go
does,
back. Go
It
back.
does.
That looks
right?
legit, man.
It
I
does.
love that it has his mullet, but not his neck.
Yeah, like
I mean, if that was for
The
what
mullet
what's the fine print say?
the mullet is
last-
there, but the neck has been removed.
If you squint, it looks like he's in like an Alex neck brace or something.
Right. The ambulance tour. Last seen 1986. He was like a senior, and thinking about the future. a lot.
That's
Holy
funny.
stuff.
Please let us know how you're doing, buddy. We need to,
Good
we need to
senior.
talk
We
to you.
need to know that you're okay, man. We're
So
not.
is-
we're
is
not
that a
making
guy-
Know about
is
your
that a guy
dreams. Did
from
they
that-
come true?
Is
We
that a
ain't
guy
busting
from the
what?
special?
We're
Is
gonna
that a
turn
guy
him
from
off.
the special? What is that?
Yeah, he's
Exactly.
one of the people they interview, and he just has a few lines in the thing, but it's just such a. There's something about that guy, like we all kind of latched onto, 35 years ago, and it's
He's
funny
inspiring.
It could be any one of us. That's why,
to see.
really.
I think that's why. I mean, I'm the same age of that as that
Any
guy.
one of us at that time, all hyped up. No.
My hair would have been a lot worse than that, and it would have been bad. So I'm so glad I wasn't on one, or man, I'd never hear the end of this shit,
Man.
I think the thing that makes him stand out to me is the gap in the tooth.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Can you accentuate that gap at all? I mean, you drive a truck through that thing.
call him stuff.
Hey, we're trying to get him on the show.
We're trying to get him on. We can't insult him.
Oh,
We'll
I'm
get
sorry.
him. We'll get him.
I'm sorry.
Cobra Kai could probably move all his teeth.
He's a handsome man. He's a handsome man.
He's a true
Yeah,
Van Halen fan. I mean, from
No,
back
we
in
love
the
him.
day.
Exactly. That's the same thing when you think about it, right? He was so pumped up and such an amazing Van Halen fan, right? I mean,
now we don't have to go we're going the opposite way now.
what?
Look at that smile. I mean, that I'm just looking at Jay's avatar, not you, Michael.
Oh, sorry.
He's genuine. He's so happy.
Thank you, John.
And Michael Smith is a happy guy too.
Yeah.
High five,
Yeah.
Michael.
Okay, well, I'll make it my homework assignment to watch that this week. I'll find it and I'll watch the right one.
There you go.
I
Awesome.
apologize. I apologize for my transgression, Caleb. Can I stay in the band, please?
We'll talk.
Do you know who Bocephus is?
Ooh, a little axe. We got some shit going on here now. Some
Is
live-
there a beef?
Drama.
Is there a
Oh,
beef?
there's always
Drama?
beef.
Drama.
There's beef to go in every direction. We just try to keep it that way. It's good for ratings.
Jeff, do you know who Bocephus is?
I do. I know.
Okay, good.
Good.
I'm
Thank
not
God.
that. I got it. I understand.
That's
You
a
know,
big,
I-
that's a big part of the
Googling-
Unleashed special. They're big tribute to Bocephus in that.
Right now, I'm Googling TMZ Nerd Halen breakup.
Here it is.
That would actually be great.
Great
that
for
would be-
ratings.
that
What
would
if Van Halen?
Hey.
If Nerd Halen broke up, that would be great.
Hey,
Yeah.
No,
wait a minute, wait a minute.
No,
If
no,
it- If it was on TMZ,
yeah,
I've
to
already-
to
I've
throw.
already got it planned out. If Nerd Halen
Yeah.
breaks up, I've already got it planned out. I'm announcing this right here. If Nerd
Yeah.
Halen breaks up, I'm forming my own Van Halen tribute band. We're going to be called Herd Halen, and we're all going to dress up as cows. And we're going to play Van Halen songs, but we're going to be dressed as cows. And we're going to be called Herd Halen.
All right,
Look
cut
for
his
us.
cut his feed. Cut his
Look
feed.
for us at a theater near you.
Nice meeting you, Jeff. Goodbye.
Heard him.
I'm not
You
even-
heard it here first.
I'm not even drinking. Well, I'm not drinking that
Why?
much.
Why?
I'm not even drinking that much.
Oh, Annette, stop feeding
yeah.
him. Stop feeding him.
Sierra
Here's
Nevada.
a lawyer disclaimer right there. This
Bud
month.
Halen.
I didn't even eat my first. I've got my friend gave me some special cookies last
Oh.
week for my birthday, and I
just finished my cookie.
Well, I'll tell you the
Just ate
truth. I haven't had any
I just
THC in my
finished my
system
cookie.
since 1998. And tonight was going to be the actual night that I tried the cookie for the first time in 23 years.
Oh,
It was derailed. I decided not to do it because I wanted to be at least a little bit straight while I appeared on this prestigious TV show. I didn't want to embarrass myself. So
my friend makes hers out of peanut butter. They're peanut butter cookies, but the butter is all THC butter, and it is good.
yeah,
Like,
well,
Anytime I have joint pain, if you will,
yeah,
get on.
You put it on your penis.
yeah.
Well, yes.
I was just going to try it. Tonight was going to be the night, but I just decided not to. Just to have a little bit of decorum for tonight.
Oh
So,
man, it's all good.
You're welcome.
Go for
Why?
it. Be right at home.
So anyway, Herd Halen, you heard it here first.
How about Kurt Halen? Isn't that like
Heard it here first, folks.
the
Well, yeah.
Kurdish?
Yeah, no. Kurt Halen, and we'll just all walk out with cheese heads.
Oh, Cheeseheads, yeah.
It
Or
will play,
the Kurdish
we'll play the
refugees.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
could dress in hijabs and all be out there. And
Curd Halen.
Curd Halen.
Curd Halen.
What else? What else rhymes with nerd?
Oh my god. Bird.
Actually,
Turd Halen.
Turd Halen, yeah.
Santa Cruz, there actually is an Ann Halen. They're from here, the Bay Area,
Ann Halen. Ann Halen.
but it's
Ann
not
Halen.
Anne Murray.
You do
They're actually-
Scam Halen, and they could be all Canadians and failed musicians.
Oh,
Oh,
Damn.
fucking brutal.
Wow.
Here's the thing: he's done nothing to me. I'm just trying to get Johnny's back.
There's probably a trans Halen if there isn't one yet.
Oh,
Trans Halen.
well, John, you can start that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm all good.
here we go.
I'm happy. There's no
Lighting up the
Well,
sky.
there is Gacy DC, so it would
There you
fit
go,
perfect on the bill.
He's awesome.
ACDC.
Trans Halen.
We almost did a show with that, didn't we, Caleb? We're
Yes.
Doesn't
We're
Mitch
ready to-
Malloy sing for Trans
They
Halen?
are. They
It
are.
was scheduled. It was booked.
it was booked. It was scheduled. Yeah.
It's
Echo
the
Park.
right time.
Or Hans Halen. Hans Halen.
Jan Halen, everybody dresses up like Jan Brady.
Wow.
Or Jan Van Halen.
Marsha.
Playing the flute. It's like the what is he? The
You
clarinet.
still
tribute.
play the flute?
All they play is Big Bad Bill.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Clarinet.
Hans Halen, everybody's dressed up like Lederhosen and look like German guys outside a windmill.
No, they all dress up like Han Solo.
Oh, that'd be good too. Han Halen, yeah.
Van Halen.
Van Halen.
Han Halen.
Oh well.
Van Hanen.
Hold on. Let's see if I
Van
Van
Halen.
Hanen.
No, I got one. They're gonna. What is that? Send.
Send texts. Somebody posted this on Facebook.
Send text.
Oh,
Text that number.
please.
Sans Halen. Wasn't that one?
No. How about
Yeah,
Van
Sans
Pa-
Halen would be great. Nobody in the band can play Van Halen.
Nobody in the band. How about Van Palin? Everybody dresses up like Sarah Palin, and nobody
All right, cut his
lipsticks.
speed. Cut his speed. Cut his,
I knew
double
that.
cut his speed.
I knew that would get Caleb. I knew that would get him.
Glans Halen, everybody just looks like a big dick.
No, that's Van Halen.
Oh!
Oh, zinger right there.
Did
Zinger.
anybody say Scam Halen?
Yeah.
How about Ham Halen?
Uh-oh. I see.
Uh-oh.
Spam Halen.
I see the brand name kernels.
That's where he was. That's why he didn't come on. He was out waiting on the street for the truck.
He's the pusher man.
And there's more too.
Man, that's
No
stuff's
kidding.
dangerous, Jay.
Jay, do you actually have to
booked
pay
on
for your
that.
popcorn anymore? I mean, come on. Seriously? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he gets the hookup. You're like the guy that runs protection for the dealer. You never have to pay for stash ever again.
By the way, that popcorn is fucking killer insane.
Should I eat the
Dangerous,
popcorn?
man. It's too
And
good.
listen, I'm telling you, it's ridiculously good.
Should I eat the popcorn or the
Popcorn, my God, popcorn.
Popcorn.
What are you, skull bone?
Popcorn.
well the popcorn?
Popcorn.
I chew out of this popcorn, right?
Robot Master Switch, Flan Halen, when you have to have caramel custard.
would Clan Halen be appropriate? Or no?
No, get out of here.
There.
In the South, maybe.
Oh, here we go.
What was it?
Clan Halen.
What?
Clan Halen.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I thought you said Plan Halen. I'm like Plan Halen. Why is everybody freaking out about that?
Ah,
Clan Halen
Yeah.
would be kind of funny though, because just four guys dressed up in sheets playing Van Halen music. It would be pretty funny. You guys
I
should do that for a Halloween show.
Oh,
yeah, that goes over.
It would be
Yeah,
fu-
for a bad
it would
taste
be
show.
funny for one half of one song, and then it would be get run out of town and never
Yeah,
show
but-
our faces
But
again.
you know Hal would love it.
of course we
How
have
would
to
be like-
light a cross and play on fire, right?
Oh, that's how you open the show.
Ah, oh,
Oh my gosh!
Johnny's like, I'm taking over this fucking show.
I'm showing the pictures that are being texted in right now. Somebody watching this from their
Yeah,
their
check
place.
these pictures.
Nice.
Man.
Clam Halen.
Clam.
How about
Halen.
like
All girls.
tan Halen? A bunch of over tan.
Oh,
Middle-aged Southern California guys with too much tan, wearing Speedos.
They have the white around their eyes from the covers.
The zinc on their noses.
Tan Halen.
That's actually really good. They're all in swimsuits.
Yeah.
And the singer's in a Speedo. You know, he's got to be in a Speedo.
Meanwhile, there's some guy out there right now just copywriting all
down.
Hey, you know what, hey, man, if I could, in the front of the stage, there's instead of like, you know, a lot of the singers have the ego box or whatever. He has a diving board that goes out over the crowd.
Three other Canadians, you know, if I could just find 3 other Canadians that have some EVH gear, that'd be great. That'd make me happy. You know, we're just gonna.
Okay, real quick, Paul, please,
spam Halen.
Paul, please do him interviewing Gene. Please do him.
Yeah. Not tonight, but I can't do that now. I can't focus.
Okay,
there you go, Johnny.
You have to prepare that for next week, but that would be
killer.
Killer.
Well, Jeannie wants to hear the Krusty voice real quick, so do something in the Krusty voice.
I have to do something to help. I'm greasing the skids for you. How does that work out? Jay's gonna get laid because of my voice.
Thanks, Paul.
You're welcome, Jay. Glad I could be there to help.
You're welcome, Jay.
Hi, Ellie.
Jeannie said, "Van railing, a van of dudes going around railing chicks." I mean,
Johnny, I sent you a picture.
How did that happen?
Who you sent this?
Yeah.
Look at that guy. Look at that guy in the van, man.
Let's show it.
Yo, I can't fit my haircut in the window.
That looks like Bueno in 1989.
Look at this guy.
Well, bitch.
I'm sure he's in the chat right now. Say hi.
You know, so I'm on my way to Moncton right now, and I was wondering maybe if you wanted to get in the truck and hang out with me. Gonna go to Moncton, then maybe we might go to Banff.
There you go.
Now we're talking.
Reverse 18 van.
Oh, that's funny.
No, that's good.
Who's making the Canada references? Moncton? Moncton? Isn't that in Canada?
You're familiar. You're familiar with Moncton there. You're being in Buffalo, man. You're just right across the river there.
I was gonna say, I recognize that. I know all those Canadian references.
Thunder Bay, yeah.
Yeah, I grew up listening to Q107 in Toronto.
Toronto. Then you listen to my friend Joey Vendetta.
Yes, I did.
Joey Vendetta is the guy that they're talking about in the Motley Crue in the Dirt book, where they do the Rails of Blow in the studio.
Oh, okay.
That was Joey Vendetta, not his real name, but he is actually he was.
So that's a surprise.
He was an executive at Disney for a while though.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, I grew up listening to more Canadian radio stations than I actually did American. Q107 was like constant on in my truck, constant. So I used to listen to all the Canadian bands that they play, because they had to play like 30% all Canadian bands.
20%, yeah.
Is it 20? Yeah, it's 20.
20% Canadian content. It's a national rule.
It's mandated by the government. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some good stuff though. I used to love listening to that.
Yeah, Brighton Rock, Killer Dwarfs, sure, why not?
Yeah,
Huh?
What's the law?
In Canada, they have 20% of their musical playlist has to be from Canadian artists.
Oh, has to be.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, John BL's getting fat right with me.
This is all that's left after all.
Oh, Van Phelan. That's a great one, Ben Tom. Van Phelan. That could be just a guy.
Any band.
A guy from Canada who's just, I'm in a van on my way up here to New Brunswick here. I'm wondering if there's room for this girl hitchhiking if she wants to get in the truck with me.
Or Van Phelan.
Van Phelan.
With an old,
Ben Tom, you might want to stop.
Swinging at a home run you've already hit.
Stop going back to the well.
Oh. Good stuff. So what else, guys? What's going on tonight?
Can you hear me chewing this shit?
Why not?
Robot Master Switch is a fan of J-Rock, a rapper from outside Moncton. Sunnyside Trailer Park is in New Brunswick. Yeah.
That was terrible.
New Brunswick, eh?
Yep.
So
You've gone. Awkward silence.
Yeah.
Me and John are shoving our faces full of
good?
food.
Not yet, Caleb.
Caleb, we good?
Hang in there, man. Hang in there. What about the album cover? What do you guys think of that? I love that picture as much as it's it's the same album cover.
It's been done before.
Somebody else that nobody's heard of, and it's a cool. I know I've seen that picture before. That's kind of a famous sci-fi pulp kind of picture with the crab and the. It's just a great image.
Maybe Wolfgang has a scorching case of crabs and he's calling for help, crying for help. We don't know.
I just sent you guys an image that might scare you.
Uh-oh.
Since we're talking about somebody else.
Is it as bad as last week? What was the one you sent last week?
Well, you'll see.
Yep, that guy can't. He auditioned for Tan Halen, couldn't make it.
Zach in the chat said Tragically Hip. Yeah, that's not my band, but I'll tell you a very interesting documentary if you guys are into it. Just watch the doc on Gord from Tragically Hip. I think is it Tragically Hip? The guy Gord that passed away, he had like glioblastoma, and he was like doing this
was
tour.
It like a jam band, Tragically Hip? Was it? Like
they're a Canadian jam band, but they're really huge in Canada.
Yeah, they're Canada's Fish.
Yeah, and that guy Gord was incredibly popular. And when they did the final show, it was like simulcast all over Canada. It was like a Canadian holiday, and they were like all out of their minds when he passed away. So it's an interesting doc. I mean, even if you don't like the band or know anything about the band, I mean, if you just watch a music doc, it's kind of pretty cool to watch. So
yeah, they're kind of they've almost reached, or they had almost reached that Grateful Dead level for Canada.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
where everybody really likes them, the Tea Party. There's a couple of those bands that like have this legendary following, and you say to yourself, how can these Canadian bands be as big as they are? And maybe it's because their radio stations are forced to play their music 20% of the time.
Possibly, yeah.
They get some exposure.
I'll be right back. I got an SOS text. Somebody needs popcorn.
Well, that's important.
Oh, I got a quick run down there, and I'm gonna give her the popcorn, if you know what I mean. She's gonna get some of the kernels.
Oh, look at that! Where'd that come from? That's pretty cool. Where'd you get that?
Yeah, I worked. I knew I had a pass from them. This is like the most ghetto pass in the world. It's completely like a.
Oh no, I have a great ghetto pass. Before Guns N' Roses were famous, I'll get you a good ghetto pass.
Well, why do you have that? Did you work for them?
I used to work local crew on all kinds of shows around here.
Oh, okay.
So I got a whole stash of passes and stuff.
So did you see that doc?
I don't think I saw that doc.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's
a music documentary. What's it called again?
If you just I
Tragically Hip documentary.
Yeah, just Tragically Hip doc on Prime or something like that.
Okay. I love that kind of stuff. Yeah,
it's really good. Yeah. Yeah.
Was it about like it was kind of all revolving around their last show that they were going to do, or?
Yeah, it was the whole last year of his life after he found out, and the tour that they did, and then the last show that they did, and him passing away. So yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, they were a good band. I remember. Yeah, they They definitely came around a few times that I then worked.
Where was this at? Where did you do that at?
I think that was from Hampton Beach, New Hampshire.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The ballroom there, and
yeah, they did a few. They made minor excursions into the United States. I mean, they weren't by
They
any
opened for
means.
Page and Plant. They opened for Page and Plant in like '95.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a big tour for them. Here's a ghetto pass for you. This is where the record company doesn't know if you're really going to be big or not.
oh yeah, just a photocopy and put it in a sleeve.
Wow, look at that.
There you
We're
go.
not sure. We're not sure if they're going to be anybody.
So did you go to that show, Paul? At Orpheum in '88? Wow.
Yeah, this was right before they popped.
What is that? May of '88? Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have been. Just
It was,
before.
and here's the thing: they were the headlining band. Zodiac Mind Warp and the Love Reaction had a better fucking pass.
We have laminates.
The Zodiac had the laminate, and Guns N' Roses had the sticker pass to put on the
Think
front
you
of
could
it.
fake that?
It's Guns and Roses.
Yeah, Guns and Roses. That's how you know. That's how you know your
That's
record
probably
company
an
doesn't.
Orpheum pass. I think they probably made that
Wow.
that day at the Orpheum.
Yeah, that's how you know that that you're not sure that they're going to actually be worth a shit when you don't even have Lammies for your own band.
Oh, that reminds me. I was thinking about this the other day. How come we never really heard this story, or maybe we have, but I haven't? What happened between Tracy and Axl?
I was told by a guy that worked for Mercury Records, Polygram Records, that you're not allowed to mention Axl's name around Tracy. Like literally the first tour when they played the Channel in Boston, it was right before the first album came out. And I'm walking toward the dressing room talking to this guy. I go, yeah, so this guy was in a band with Axl Rose stuff. He goes, oh, no. He'll kick you the fuck out. You can't say a word about Axl Rose. Don't even mention his name. He will fucking go ballistic. And he wouldn't tell me why. I have no idea why, but Axl, his name was like cancer from day one, because at this show that I was at, we were downstairs. If you've ever been to the Orpheum Theater, John might have been there. The Orpheum Theater in Boston, the dressing rooms and shit are underneath the stage. So I'm underneath the stage with Slash and Duff drinking. And a guy named Wayne, what the fuck is his last name? He was in a band called The Mission UK. And Rod Smallwood, who managed Iron Maiden, but he also managed Zodiac Mind Warp. And we're all downstairs, and from out of like a broom closet comes Axl Rose, and this is when he still had meth mouth before he got his teeth fixed. And he pats Slash and Duff on the shoulder. He goes, "Come on, it's time for them to go on stage." And the two of those guys isolate me, Johnny. Those two guys with beers in their hand just go. From day one, they were fucking. That was, and again, before they popped, they had already been fucking done with Axl. So my guess is it wasn't Tracy that initiated that conflict, but I don't know what it was. It'd be fun to find out.
Yeah,
I wonder if he'd talk about it now.
I wonder if
I'm sure he would.
Mancuda might know, because I think he knows Tracy pretty well.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if anybody's checked in on him.
Why don't you call Mancuda?
Call Mancuda.
Why don't you call John?
For those that don't know, John Mancuda lost his dad about a week ago. So if you know him, or if you watch the Tuesday night show or whatever, just send him a little letter of condolences, little note of condolences on Facebook. And his mom is also dealing with some health issues as well. So not a fun time to be John Mancuda right now.
He's going through a rough patch right now, man.
Yeah.
My condolences. Hey, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. Renus Pinko brings up a point. Tracy might be the problem. Everybody's played in Guns N' Roses. Tracy might he might be the problem. I mean, I didn't have that experience, having met him a couple of times. Seems like an all right dude. Stephen Riley, who was the drummer in the classic lineup, is from Boston. He's a Boston dude. And he always liked him in the beginning. It used to be it was a Tracy Phil thing. Those guys didn't get along for a long time, and they've realized that their mutual relevance is dependent upon each other getting along, kind of like certain other band members, Stephen and Joe, Mick and Keith, Dave and Eddie. You know, at certain points, you realize that the business has to supersede your potential friendship.
So which band were they in together? Was it Guns N' Roses or LA Guns? It would have been. They were in together, Guns N' Roses together.
I'm guessing it was Hollywood. I'm guessing it was Hollywood Rose.
Hey, who's this?
Bruce Dickinson? I don't know.
It looks like Bruce Dickinson.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
The hell is going
How
on?
can you tell? How can you tell?
Why?
who that is?
Why, Jay? Jay, why are you? Why?
That's Bruce Dick.
Dick Brucenson.
Return of Rock tweeted Metallica or Iron Maiden has a picture of both bands.
Rick Brucenson.
Well, that's a tough one.
No, it's not.
If anybody, if anyone believes Iron Maiden's going to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I have a bridge to sell you.
Well, Dickinson said, "I don't give a shit about that. I don't want even.
No, they
want,
don't.
I don't
They
even
don't
want
care.
It. I don't even want it."
But I mean, who? Look at the other people. That
I found this. This was wild, man.
Keith.
Oh yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah.
Bruce Dickin Pants.
What is that?
Dick and satin.
Yes.
That's great.
I don't know why that's so funny. That's great. Oh man!
Wow.
There was something about there's a 117-year-old woman out there who was celebrating her birthday the other day. It was.
Has anybody ever asked Keith Richards about that? Like, hey, man. Or is it people
what's your secret?
No, people have think he's going to be offended if somebody asks.
I think he wears it a badge of honor.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that. I think he thinks hilarious, man. I mean,
who's got the best Keith Richards laugh? It's like a cackle.
Hey, non sequitur time. I was on TikTok earlier today, and this thing came on. A guy was singing Jack and Diane, but he sang the whole song or most of it, but only singing "Sucking on Chili Dogs." So he would say "Sucking on Chili Dogs" and just change the melody to match the song. So it's just "Sucking on Chili Dogs."
Wait, he would change the lyrics. Is that what you're saying?
Sucking on chili dogs. Sucking on chili dogs.
He just kept saying "Sucking on Chili Dogs," but he would match the melody of the song
melody.
and it changes. So
yeah, so it's sucking on chili dogs, sucking on chili dogs, sucking on chili dogs, sucking on chili dogs.
Yeah.
The whole song.
Sucking on chili dogs, suck on chili dogs, suck on chili dogs. You can suck on chili dogs.
How would the chorus go? Give me the chorus, Paul.
Sucking on chili dogs. Sucking on chili dogs. Sucking on chili dogs.
Somebody find that. Post that.
Clayton, yes.
Hey, Clayton.
Straturday.
Clayton,
Good to see you tonight.
Good night. Absolutely.
Clayton, a long time listener, viewer, chatter. Good to see you, Clayton.
Sucking on chili dogs.
Yeah.
It's negative.
Droopy dog.
It's -4 degrees here right now.
What?
Sounds like New England.
Just so you know.
What is it?
Celsius?
Yeah. No,
Celsius.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
I was gonna say, that ain't
Oh,
shit.
22 degrees here, so man.
No.
Colder than
It's 39 here.
I have the door open and it's 76 in my house.
It's 48 here.
in the chat. Tell us what
what's
Yeah.
Around the world
Tomorrow
weather
the
on Straturday Night
tomorrow the
Live.
highest-
hottest temperature.
Yeah, what's the temperature? Tomorrow the high here is supposed to be 5 degrees, and then tomorrow night it's going to be -8.
Oh my goodness.
What are you on the moon?
I live in Colorado.
Yeah, but isn't that like it's definitely more south than Massachusetts. That happens.
Yeah, but it's also higher up than Massachusetts.
True.
He's 5,000 feet in the air.
Yeah, I'm a mile up. Just think about it. Every time I go and take a poop, where it's going. Above all you.
Yeah, and the show has reached a new low.
No, Jeff, no. We have plenty of room.
I bring a little class to the show all the time.
This particular show, I'm sure there's been lower lows. I'm glad to be a part of this. Thank you for having me on, boys.
Glad to
Of
have you,
course.
Jeff.
Great,
Outdoors.
Jeff, man. Awesome.
No, Caleb, you can't play it. Can't play it.
Sorry.
Flagged.
No
I was just
sucking
thinking
on
about-
chili dogs, Caleb.
I was just thinking about applying that to Van Halen music, though.
Sucking
on chili dog.
Musicary Lab says lives in Colorado. Cool.
Sucking on chili dogs.
Mark Blankenship says it's 20 degrees in Fort Wayne.
We're doing the weather report with the captain here.
Sherry Turner says Iowa, we have -7 with real feel -22 right now.
I love that. The feels like temperature. The feels like temperature is the temperature.
She's all over that shit.
That's what I thought.
The captain here. How hard are the nipples in Des Moines?
Hard enough to slice a diamond, my friend.
It's Captain Weather. You have to.
All right, Cherry, inbox me. We'll talk about starting a business up with okay.
I have an aunt that lives in Stiff Nipples, Idaho.
which is just south of Tuna Fish, Montana, located between East Leg and West Leg, Montana.
Wow.
There's a Diamond Dave reference there for you.
Exactly. And just above Brown Eye, Idaho.
Yikes.
Oh, God.
I can keep going all night long, guys.
That tain't funny. That tain't funny.
That town you didn't know in Idaho is great.
Ah,
I better go to bed.
sorry, Johnny.
We good?
What? This isn't my fault, right? I didn't do this, right?
Completely your fault. The show never ends like this, Jeff. Ever.
No, usually the minute Caleb leaves, we get a surprise guest.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Right? Rudy Laren's going to call in when I leave.
I'm just waiting for Caleb to leave before I make my appearance. I'm just backing the van into the spot now.
I pre-ordered Clayton James Hicks. I pre-ordered the Mammoth WVH album, by the way. Thank you.
What do you suppose his pre-order numbers will be?
I don't even know what
he'll do pretty good,
normal
I would
ones
think.
are. So.
I mean,
I
it'd be
heard it on-
interesting.
Sorry.
It's just, I'm just gonna say it's interesting. Like, would that be considered a big release?
They've been playing it on the classic rock radio around here, so I mean, a couple different stations I've heard it on. So I mean, I don't know if it's just because it was the other. I heard it twice on whatever the day was after the Kimmel show. So you know, it's out there, and they're definitely promoting it, and they're giving them props because you know.
By the way, the
Great
you know
track.
the
Cool.
clickbait argument between Wolfgang and Steven Wilson is pretty much settled when you hear "You're to Blame." I'm like, Jesus, that's a Porcupine Tree song.
That is a killer.
It's
That's a killer tune, though.
I haven't heard that. That's
it's
second
fantastic.
release?
It is
Yeah.
a freaking killer tune, and
It's great, but you can
solo
hear
is
the
awesome. Obviously does everything, but
Yeah.
go ahead. I'm sorry, man. That's a great tune.
I was just going to say you can hear the Porcupine Tree and Tool influence of it.
Yeah,
You know, it's. I mean, there's
Yeah,
when
I
he
like
said
that.
when he said he was a fan of that band, you can
Timing.
tell.
there's so much off timing in that song. I mean, it's
His drumming is great.
yeah.
It's,
God.
I'm that's his first instrument from what I've heard anyway. He's super talented, man. I mean,
That song's ridiculous. I can't tell you.
in the live version of what's the song? What's the single?
Distance.
Distance was amazing.
Big
It
fan,
sounded
are ya?
Like the album, it was perfect.
Brutal. Fucking brutal.
I missed that. So
He said, "Big fan, are you?"
it's been in my head all week, and now I can't think of it.
Clearly,
But it was well done. I mean, it was perfect. I think and his
I can't
band
wait to hear-
was great.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear the rest of the album. I'm really stoked, man.
I can't wait till they set up a tour and we can see them this fall or summer.
Yeah,
It'd be
absolutely.
Really
Anybody else? I mean, the guitar players must have all been sort of like, "What is he doing playing an ES335? What the hell?"
Was it a 335 or the?
I think so.
It looked like the stripped down version. I don't know if that's called a 335 or it's an
I
ES
think-
something like.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of hate. I mean, it is what it is, right?
Duh. The internet.
You can blame
God
whatever you
almighty,
want.
I saw so much hate on the Kimmel feed, right? The Kimmel live show, saying, "Okay, yeah, that's right, yeah." The song was like 3 to 4 chords, you know. The solo was just a fast picking or whatever, and I'm like, dude, first of all, listen to the original song, right? Not the live one.
There's a lot of layers to that song. There's a lot of parts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the hatred that these people are throwing out on them is ridiculous. And then when you listen to the second song, you know what? I was actually thinking, when you think about A Different Kind of Truth, right? The first song they put out obviously was Tattoo, and that didn't. I mean, I think it's awesome. I love that song, but that didn't gain a lot of traction for Van Halen fans for whatever reason. I think it's kind of like the same thing. Don't get me wrong. I love the first song that Mammoth put out, but I kind of think it kind of mirrors, the first song on a new album by the both of them.
Well, it's a lazy move, and I'm not saying on Mammoth's part, but on any record company's part, when there's anticipation for a new album from a new artist, you can get away with putting out a less than stellar song in the beginning because they're going to get the interest spike, and then after that, people go, "Well, there's the first single," and they go, "That wasn't all that good," and then they follow it up with something that's a motherfucker, and that's how they capture. So if they get the interest spike, great. But if the song comes and goes very quickly, they get a follow up that's very strong behind it. So it's kind of because there's interest in having that record being out, they can get away with putting out whatever they want. They could pick whatever single they want and do it. In Van Halen's situation, it was a cover. I mean, imagine that. They immediately put out a cover as their first single.
Yeah, but I thought that I love the song Tattoo, by the way.
Yeah, but it's almost like two different things, though. Like, nobody knew what Wolfgang's music was going to sound like. I mean, we heard a couple clips, but there was nothing to like gauge it by. Whereas Van Halen, people were like, well, they have a preconceived notion of what they want it to sound like.
No. But I'm talking about when Van Halen, when the first Van Halen album came out, the introduction of Van Halen was a cover.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tattoo and different.
Oh, no. No,
I'm talking about Tattoo. With Tattoo, I'm talking about the last couple of albums because, if you look at, again, Different Kind of Truth, Tattoo came out, and it was so anticipated, right? I mean, that's the first album with the original lineup, with Wolfie, of course. But I'm saying it was new music, and everybody was like, a lot of people just was let down by that. I loved it. But on Wolfie's new album, I think the first song was killer. The second song definitely solidifies at how awesome of a musician he is. But there was just so much hatred from the live feed. Well,
they're going to be two different audiences. The first single from Wolfgang, obviously, with it being the tribute to his father.
That wasn't the plan. That was the plan. That was
but it is now,
right?
And so they're servicing it to top 40
saying, you know what, I have to do something for him. That has to be the first thing that people see from me is something for him.
Exactly, and he's controlling the whole thing, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Which again, why I'm passionate about it is because the hatred that was coming for it, especially from the live performance, that's a song of tribute to his dad. So many people throw hate out there.
Captain,
like it's nothing.
Think of this for a second. The majority of people watching Jimmy Kimmel And the majority of people that listen to the radio every day have no idea that that song is a tribute to Eddie Van Halen, unless somebody tells you that it's a tribute to Eddie Van Halen. If you pop that song on and you hear it, it's just another rock song. Yeah, nobody knows who Mammoth WVH is. Nobody knows. So what it is a very and this sounds like I'm disrespecting the song, but that's not what I'm doing. It's a very generic, comfortable, mass appeal song with a great hook that sounds perfectly comfortable next to Daughtry and Nickelback and whatever other mainstream pop-oriented rock song might be on the radio at the time. And it fits in between, you know, if you have your current music station here in whatever town that you're listening to, it fits in really good next to All Apologies and Black Dog. It bridges those two songs in there. It's a good mainstream pop song. If you don't know that it's about Eddie Van Halen, it's just got to be a good mainstream pop song. That's the thing that most people don't know anything about Mammoth WVH, and they don't know that that song is a tribute to Eddie Van Halen unless somebody tells you.
When did he write that? Do we know, like when he wrote the lyrics? And I mean, I'm wondering if it was when he was on the road with Van Halen or something. If you know, maybe it was for his girlfriend or something.
He could have written that song when Eddie was away.
Sure.
When he was just a kid before he even joined the band. Right. It could be just a song about a kid missing his dad.
I mean, it applies really well to you know what happened last year, but I mean, he probably wrote it, you know, sometime, you know, in the past before all of that.
I don't think it's even about him.
Right.
But I think it fits. I think it was already written. He had already written it, and it was a song that Eddie liked.
Well, Johnny, didn't somebody tweet at him, like one of his friends or something, and said, "I remember you playing this for me in your car 3 years ago."
I didn't see that, but
well, come on, you're all over their Twitter. You had to see it.
I don't know.
He's playing dumb.
Yeah,
he likes to do that.
Yeah, Johnny tweeted that.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. But I think the song was already done. I think it was already written, and it just fit.
Right. So I wonder what inspired the song to begin with. If it was, you know, if it could have been 3 years old or older. It's interesting. I mean, and it's a great tune. I mean, really. I haven't heard the second track yet, but
second track is fantastic.
The second track is insanely good.
The second track is for us. The second track is for people like us.
Yeah.
People like us that want to see if Wolfgang Van Halen can play.
Yeah.
And again, the thing about it, when you listen to it, right? Put your headphones on. You're gonna enjoy it. And remember, it's him. Period. That's it.
I was wondering what instrument he would play on Kimmel, because, you know, I mean, he started on drums, played bass with Van Halen, and, you know, then he literally. I mean, I know he can do it all, but
yeah. Which would be wow when you think about it.
It was guitar or clarinet. It was guitar or clarinet.
It was guitar, yeah.
The most important thing, whether or not he can play any of those instruments, is can he write a good fucking song? That's everything else is secondary.
And he's answered that.
It seems like it. You know, they say you have your whole life to make your first record and 10 months to make the second one. So we'll see how this first record does. I think it's great that the first track, at least according to the track listings, is Mr. Ed. I think that's hilarious to me. You know, a nice reference to the father.
You know why that is? You know why that is? Is because it supposedly has like a tapping intro to the song.
Yes.
And that's why it's called Mr.
Yep. I read that. Yep.
Or maybe he makes the horse sound on his guitar. Yeah.
Wilbur.
No.
Maybe.
And he uses the Frankie on a bunch of songs.
Oh, is that right? The original?
Yeah. The original Frankenstein. Yes.
The Frankie. Not like the one that Caleb had.
No, in fact, there's a story. I reposted it. He was hanging out with his friends, his band that he's going to go on tour with, and he had the Frankenstein, and you know he's noodling around. So Ed comes out, and he sees it laying down on the couch. He picks it up, sits down, noodles a little bit, and he goes, "Yeah, it feels exactly like I remember," and he throws it down.
Oh my god!
I saw that.
Yeah.
he throws it down. They couldn't believe he just like tossed
throws it down, and Wolfie and them all
There's
like,
video of
oh,
that?
this is a priceless.
No, it's just a
guitar.
story.
Oh, the story.
This is a story that he said in one of the articles, and he just threw it down. And are you kidding me? And his pop walked away because
We've done that a dozen times.
Well,
100
yeah.
times.
When you read the article, Wolfie says it basically is a guitar that is pop slapped together, and that's kind of the way he was still viewing it. It's priceless.
Well, it's
What kind
interesting.
of damage it can take. He knows how throwing it on the ground.
Yeah, but he think of that. He picks it up, that guitar, and just plops it down. He didn't throw it, but he threw it down on the couch and walks away.
Yeah.
I think there were
Johnny
a couple
does that
more
all
than
the
a
time.
few.
You
interviews.
hold that with white gloves, man. Are you kidding me?
Not if you're Eddie.
Right?
There were more than a few interviews that talk about when whomever the whether it's Brad Talinsky or whomever is doing the interview, in the print interviews where they talk about walking into a messy 5150 with guitars strewn about everywhere. We saw when we saw the video of them doing the radio contest up there at 5150 when Andy Johns is sitting at the board and there's just dust everywhere. I mean, they just if that's the way his studio was, it's the way it was. So he just piled guitars up. His guitar pile probably looked like the back of that rig we saw earlier, where he just threw them wherever he wanted, And good for him, I mean,
Johnny, can we look at some of those pictures from?
I know we were going to talk about that. I know. Well, Jay and I, we
guitar piles,
we talked about a lot of that last night. You're talking about the DiMarzio.
DiMarzio, yeah, that was a great article.
Thing.
Yeah,
great article.
Review last night.
That was amazing, and the pictures that came from that.
Did you see that, Caleb? You must have seen that, right?
I saw what I saw on last night's show.
Like that. That's
there. You go. Look at that.
Such a cool picture.
Mm-hmm. Man,
and all those necks at 5150, man.
Does anyone know what show that was that he shot those photographs from? I was watching the which show? Maybe it was the Buffalo show. Oh no, the Nassau Coliseum show from that. And he was wearing the green shirt and the jean. I mean, that's what he wore just about every night. But
is that the show where he does a jump at the end?
Right.
And somebody on Facebook was saying that's the jump from that ad.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you can figure out which show DiMarzio shot those photographs at, you can figure out if it. I mean, there's probably video of it online. So it was 91, right? 91 or not 92?
It was 91. It was 91 because it was featured in 92. Yeah.
I'm sure we could find that jump.
Maybe Eddie jumps.
That's right.
I'm saving this, man. Wait till we're done, man. Cobra Kai Platoon came through again, man.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no, don't wait. Do it.
Just put it on to our message.
Let's see it.
Let's see it.
Show it.
He's always got winners.
Do it now.
Have you seen it? There it is. Yeah. Last scene, 1986, remarking on how Eddie Van Halen jams.
Any information, please contact JohnnyBeane.tv. That is fucking killer, man.
Is that the best?
Like the Cowardly Lion.
Oh my god!
Look at how slim that guy's head is. His face.
It's a little like
it's oblong.
A little Cliff Burton going on there. I think everybody looked like that in 1986.
Cobra Kai Platoon.
Thanks, Cobra.
Oh, Cobra,
Look,
dude.
For every one meme that he makes like that, it's one less bomb he's building.
There's a good chance that guy hasn't been seen since 1986. So I don't know.
How do you know? Maybe he's maybe he's a fucking
CEO
very successful CEO. Yeah, maybe that's Jeff Bezos. You don't know.
That guy's got to be at least 25 in his late 20s, maybe. I don't know. Well, you can't tell. An 80s 18-year-old looks like a 90s or 2000s.
Yeah,
35-year-old.
You could tell he clearly had to get up for work at the photomat the next morning.
Man, slept in late for that one.
Yo, Ben Tom says, Johnny, how long before Rob Johnson's next play like Eddie's is completed?
He'll have a wall like that.
I think Rob already has a couple. Just the necks. He's got that blue.
Oh, I'm
blue
certain
headstock neck.
he
He's got
does.
the blue headstock neck that he.
It'll be
on a
done
guitar.
next week, boys.
Yeah.
He'll post it, and it'll be for sale the week later. I got to make room to build more.
Man. No, but those were some great pictures from that article. That was. Is that in print or is that just online or?
Well, online would still be in print. You mean, can you get it in a magazine?
Paper on physical paper.
It's a PDF from them
All right.
to download. Yeah.
I'll get on that.
Yep.
How we doing? 2:45 in the AM here.
How you doing?
Oh man.
Anyway.
I'm gonna hit it, boys.
Oh man, you don't want to
15
show
minutes,
off your jump
15
from
minutes.
yesterday?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you gotta show that off.
Oh.
And then once you leave, our next guest will pop in somehow.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet.
Kevin's in the green room, so no, Rudy's in the green room. Yeah, Caleb, you went out to the mural.
I went out to the mural. Yes.
That was cool, and you did the. You want to show it?
Ooh, come on, Cradle.
Ooh, he wants
That
to.
was perfect, Caleb. You got that down, man. You know
show
what
it.
you're doing.
Because when you're jumping,
You got to teach people the jump theory.
I'm
Not just anyone can do that, you know.
I'm talking about.
It's a grind
In the air,
pole,
you get some
grind
good
pole
air,
waiting
man.
to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then blowing a knee out when you land.
Mm-hmm.
Now he'll let in a third leg. He's all right.
Hope someone's shit in that back corner.
No, they had a. There was a ball that was wedged underneath the corner of an album.
Caleb jumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Dude, that's like 4 feet in the air, man. That's pretty
No,
good.
it's not.
Yeah. It looks like it. It looks good. It looks impressive.
No, it's not. That is
Go with
looks
it.
pretty high.
Go
Dude.
with it.
Do that again. Show it again.
Is it looping?
I don't know.
No.
If I did that, they'd have to bring a chopper in and bring me to fucking hospital.
Get to the chop.
To the chopper.
Come on, put the captain in the chopper.
Get him away, me.
Oh boy, you can almost see his yam bag dangling.
No, it wasn't
Oh
as
yeah,
good as I
he just,
thought. It wasn't perfect, Caleb. It was good, but
what?
looking at it again,
Oh, that is fucking
I think
brutal.
the right leg was a little lower or a little off kilter with
Caleb,
the other.
Definitely not my best.
Caleb,
No,
it's just him trying to get back at you for trying to point out that he can't strap a guitar. That's all. That's all it is. It's just a little turnabout.
Yeah,
he knows
the,
he's going to
the
get
leg
you.
was a little too high, kind of
I'll
like
work on it.
the stripe that was a little too low.
I've been out of practice.
You know what?
Yeah.
We'll get
Jeff,
back
get
there.
on him with that. You know, make sure.
Hey, you got to practice on your own, and once we get back together, the magic will happen.
Exactly.
Happen.
Yeah.
The magic will happen.
Caleb, you got to get to the jump gym, man. Get to the jump gym.
Jump, Jim.
And then you're gonna have to compensate for that extra 9 pounds that's strapped around you. Between your legs, I mean around your
Oh yeah. Hey, there you go. There you go. Jim Halen. A bunch of muscle bound guys playing Van Halen.
Here you go.
Kane Roberts. What is
Yeah.
that guy?
George Lynch.
Jim Halen.
George Lynch, Kane Roberts,
Yeah.
Bobby Rock on drums. Bunch of
Glenn Danzig on vocals.
Yeah, there you go. Bunch
Just
of
completely
metalheads.
juice guys.
Bunch of Jim heads.
Juiced Halen.
Juice Halen.
Juice Halen. There you go.
So Jeff,
That's
do you have your kit up and running or what? Can you give us
I
like
have-
a Hot for Teacher intro or something? Or
Let's see. Let me do something real quick here.
give us a shuffle. Give us something.
Audio.
I'm gonna go.
Give me a C, a bouncy C.
He doesn't
Like,
want to
you don't
hear
wanna-
me.
you don't want to play with your.
Caleb, you got to
Over-
play with your drummer, man. What are
man.
you
I
doing?
can't. I'm actually. I can't play this late. So
I can't talk. I'm not supposed to talk this
Yeah.
loud. It's after midnight. I'm like Johnny Bean.
And,
My wife is telling me.
Here
I
we
have to
go.
be quiet.
it's actually, my son's room is right next door, and the dog is in there. So it's
Caleb Beane. Oh, that's right. You have a new addition to the family. Okay, that's
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good night,
check
Caleb.
out the-
Yeah.
Take
That's
care,
nice
brother.
looking electric kit,
See
man.
y'all.
That's cool. Oh yeah, you can hear it.
Oh. Yeah.
That sounds great.
Wow.
Well, it still looks like a kid's kit, though. It looks like he's playing toys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Hell yeah!
What the
That
fuck,
sounds
man?
great, man. That thing sounds
Fuck yeah!
well done.
That's
Good
what I'm
job, bud.
talking about.
And he
Nice.
did that with a blood alcohol level approaching nuclear.
Approaching Bocephus mode.
Bocephus mode. Full Bocephus mode.
Now let me explain something. Bocephus mode
Jay,
is the
we
mode that
can't,
we go into.
Jay, we can't
You
hear
gotta,
you.
you gotta turn your mic on.
Jeff, I mean, Jay, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff.
See,
You got to change your setting. Change the setting in the
change
computer.
setting.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
now
go.
we can.
I
Well, it's about goddamn time we could hear your microphone one time, I say.
hey, I love you guys. Thanks for having me. I'm gonna bail. I think I woke my wife up with that.
Oh.
Get her on the show. Let's see.
Why don't you call your wife?
You would not want to see her angry. I think I woke her up.
Oh boy.
But
It's
that was fun.
Valentine's Day, Jeff.
Happy Valentine's Day, honey. I wanted to wake you up.
Yeah, you better leave before the camera just goes like to the side with a
Hey
fist.
guys, I had a great time. Thanks for having me. Please have me again sometime.
You're welcome
join you.
anytime, Jeff. Thanks.
Jeff, don't
Yeah.
cry. It sounds like you're gonna
Anytime,
cry.
brother.
You know,
No,
it sounds
it's
like
not.
you're gonna cry soon.
Uh-oh.
No,
So he's
it's
gonna
all
hang
good.
up and run.
It's over for him.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
Take
All
care,
right,
Jeff.
take care, brother.
Oh,
Imagine
boy.
waking up.
That was good.
Now he's playing
Jeff
fucking Hot
from
for
Nerd
Teeth.
Halen, everyone.
Every goddamn day with this guy.
Oh man, imagine living with a drummer. Oh. That's tough. But
That was. Did you see the look of genuine fear in his eyes?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
Been there.
I have a feeling he's not walking upstairs or wherever he's going. He's on
Hey,
his
look,
knees
someone
right
found
now.
a sock.
Hey, there it is.
There's the sock.
He took it off the kitchen table. I was doing laundry today.
It's always one sock with Paul.
Well, no, because what's he gonna do?
Big
Is he gonna grab a whole pair of them and bring them in? Hey, you didn't fold these right.
Well, yeah.
By the way, I'm never gonna wear this sock again.
Yeah, but look at that baby face. Look at that.
He's strong.
Oh, Ace.
He really is strong.
Look at Ace's face. How awesome.
I'm gonna pull one of his teeth out.
Oh.
No, you won't.
I gotta let it go because he'll. Oh, he's pissed. What?
Ah!
Yeah, 'cause it's wet.
No,
Oh.
no. He's just looking. He's got it in his mouth and he's just staring there, looking at me like,
Why does this taste weird?
yeah. Guess what? I don't have to have a sock. I live alone. I can just pull it on anywhere I want.
All your socks.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Opens the sock drawer.
You know what I call this? Tuesday.
What's that movie? This is the end. Did you guys see that movie?
Tuesday.
This is. I'd like you to meet Tuesday.
Oh.
Anybody? Admit, hey, I have a lost kid. I have a lost child here in my office.
Is it a little gauze pad?
No, it's actually the stuffing from a fucking pillow that asshole shredded last week. I'm finding stuffing all over the house. I'm like, what happened? I picked up one of these pillows. It's not this one, but I picked up.
Oh, that's next. What's that next
that's-
to your computer desk too?
That's because it's
his girlfriend.
for my back. In case you want it for my back. And besides, I got it from Twiggy. Love Twiggy.
Is that
real
what
Twiggy?
they call you? Never mind.
Yeah. So
The
so
model
like
Twiggy?
I find oh, see, look, he got this one too. Son of a bitch. One of a stitch. No, he didn't. It's just terrible stitching. But I'll pick up a pillow and I'll go, and I just,
Uh-oh.
what the
Uh-oh.
fuck?
I
This shit just goes.
Oh, that sounded amazing.
Yeah.
Hello?
Anybody?
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
You what?
Yeah.
I said happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there.
No, it's Happy Van Halentine's Day.
Oh, sorry. The Valentine's Day.
Oh. Cry.
Thumbnail.
Oh.
That better be a thumbnail, Johnny.
Thumbnail.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, Cobra Kai's gonna put that
Get
on.
on it.
That's
Get
on a
on it,
T-shirt.
Cobra.
That's on a T-shirt at some point.
Wait
Happy
till-
Valentine's Day.
Wait till
And
you
you get the white pillow, so he can put anything on that white.
Yeah, he can
Wait
write whatever he
until you-
wants on it. Yeah.
Exactly. Wait till you see what
I'm
Cobra
just kidding.
Kai is gonna do with that.
I give you gold, sir.
on the next Cobra Kai design, I want to see the Paul drawing or whatever. You know how people like have a bandana in their back pocket? I want it to be a tube sock.
But it's gonna be sticking straight out like a tail. Just
Good
like
night, Miles.
you know, in like a rigid wrinkled form, like a piece of paper that's been wrinkled. I wish I could take you guys with me. I would love to figure out what he's doing. There's a sock in that doorway, and I know that there are blankets all over my bedroom floor. There's probably a towel in the bathroom.
Man.
Unbelievable.
It's always a sock.
Paul's got a lot of socks lying around.
No, it's just
You know what's funny? I usually don't wear socks. I wear Vans. I wear Vans or my Eddie Van Halen shoes, and I don't wear socks with them.
oh man, dude.
I never wear socks. I've
I don't
I've
wear-
actually got the tan line. I've got the tan line at my ankle.
The
You know, like
Vans
when you wear. Yeah, the Vans tan. I got
Yeah.
that. I have it 24/7. If you look at my feet, my feet
100.
look
Let's
like
get
they're
100, man.
my ankles look like they're dirty,
No, we're
but they're not.
My ankles look like they're dirty.
They do, but it's
It's
just
a tan
it's
line.
suntan. I'm ready for tan healing.
I have filthy ankles. No.
They look filthy.
Oh my god.
Michael, you were posting some interesting pictures of the trains you were working on this week. I know I'm completely going off on another direction, but
Dude,
I
hold
didn't
on.
know you
Off
worked
the
on
rail,
like all
if you
those
will.
antique engines and stuff like that. Those real old railroad stuff. Is that like your specialty, like the real old, turn of the century engines and that type of stuff?
Yeah, that's one of the things I do. The locomotives that you were looking at that I posted this week were built in the 1920s.
Wow.
Yeah. So I go in and I inspect the
So you
boiler.
must be one of the few people in the world that knows about that kind of stuff. I mean, that can't be it's got to be a real specialty kind of talent. I mean, skill to know all that. Jay's laugh.
No, it's-
I know I'm going in a completely left,
Jay
off the
laughs at
rails
me all
here,
the
but-
time. I'm used to it.
no,
Oh, man.
no, please don't take this the wrong way. But I mean, obviously, Mike, we know that the railroad, that stuff is cool as shit. But John Biel, right at the end of the show.
Yeah, that's right. Let's finish strong.
Hey, let's hear about the trains you're working on. You know,
I saw those pictures. I mean, he's working on some really cool, cool stuff. I don't know.
I
know-
picture John Biel like
I love that kind of stuff.
like in the middle of like screwing around, all of a sudden just, hey, did you see that show last night that we were watching?
You know me really well.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I do.
Hey,
By the
remember-
way, the most random subject. Yeah, definitely.
Choo choo, Sherry. Choo choo.
Choose you. But Michael, that's cool. Yeah, I think that's really interesting stuff that you do, man.
Yeah, out of my job, honestly, that's the most that's my favorite part of my job. I mean, I oversee the industry, the entire railroad industry. So I do freight, I do passenger, like Amtrak and local.
So you do modern stuff too. You do all kinds of. You work on all the different locomotives.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, all of them. Yeah. And like
I know we've talked about it before.
Metro North, but the steam stuff to me is most interesting because it's lasted for so long. The way they designed these locomotives, the fact that they're still running around. Actually, I'll give you a really quick. Okay.
I was hoping it was real.
Waiting for something there, John.
No, the first one was real.
Was it?
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
I care, Michael.
No, by the way, the first one, Johnny heard it because Ace was challenging me for the sock. I was trying to take the sock from him, and he was legitimately challenging. And he's like, I'll give you the sock. Come on, get it. Get it.
You know, it's the way you say sock too. You have the Boston. That's or whatever it is. Would that be sock?
Sock.
No, that's New York. That would be New York. Sock.
Sock is, yeah.
As in suck my cock.
Now we're talking about that's New England.
How would you say? How would you say the effing dogs got my sock? How would you say that?
Oh, the fucking dogs got my sock. Well, you don't. Everybody loves the Boston accent. I'm. What's the Sam Adams commercial? Your cousin from Boston.
See, I don't like it when a real a person has that full accent. I think it's awesome when somebody's mimicking it that does it really well. That's what
I do it well because that's where I grew up.
And that's also because, Jay, you don't want to hear that fucking accent all day long.
Oh, go fuck yourself, you fucking New York cocksucker.
You fucking Boston.
You do realize New York is Boston's backyard, right? Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You suck a whole fucking bag of cocks, you.
You got Central. We got Central Park. You got that little thing up there.
Come, dude. This fucking who beat the fucking British? No New Yorker. Nobody's fucking teaching about no New Yorker. You know who you hear about?
And I'm the one living 20 miles from Boston right now.
Paul fucking Revere. That's who you hear about, kid. Paul Revere, kid. What fucking New Yorker told anybody the British were coming? You know why? Because you fucking faggots were hanging out back there up in the fucking Catskills with your fucking comedians.
Oh, gosh. Wow.
God, none of your fucking football teams even play in New York. You know why? Because they can't fucking stand you either.
That's a good point, by the way. Buffalo's the only team in fucking New York.
That actually plays in New York, yeah.
The real New York team.
It drives me nuts.
Yeah, the real New York team. That's what they market themselves at.
They're the only one. The only one.
Yeah, go to fucking Jersey to watch it because nobody can fucking stand you in New York. That's right.
Hey, the Jets played at Shea Stadium though for a while.
For a while. Yeah, before
the Giants played in
the
New
Giants
Haven
played in Yankee Stadium, and then they went ahead and they turned. They actually, to your turn, Paul, they became turncoats and they went to Jersey.
Well, dude, fucking everybody knows. Well, before the Patriots came in, the Giants were Boston's team. That's why they have a huge fan base in New England.
Do they still today?
Yeah.
The Giants, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of Giants fans in New England.
Giants fans around here.
Yeah, it's generational. And that's one of the things in Boston. When you pick your team, that's your team. It's your team forever.
That's how it should be anyway.
Yeah. But so when you find when that's the team that you hang on to. So if your father liked the Giants, then you like the Giants.
Well, there's so many, in New England.
Bandwagon Patriots fans.
Transplanted from New York, so it's like everyone from if you grew up in New York, it's a good chance you're either going to go south or north. So you're going to go
Santa Cruz 3600. I'm from the Bronx, originally from the Bronx, living out here in Colorado now. And
where it's 42 degrees below zero.
I want the temperatures right now. Hold on a second. Let me tell you.
What's up, Nanook of the North?
Nanook of the fucking
North. That's New England. That's Boston.
I'm still only -4. So.
Only -4. Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah, you see that Peter North? Right. I would just talk about
Peter North. Peter North. Do you see the size of the cock on Peter North?
You saw. I was watching.
Did you see the size? Did you see the size of the eruption?
You ever see that Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks? That
Catch Me If
they're
You
from
Can?
Boston, and Tom Hanks is the worst Boston accent in that.
Oh no, when
Couple-
Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting does the
Good
worst
Will
fucking
Hunting.
Boston
Yeah,
accent.
yeah.
Oh my
There's
God.
a few of them. Any of them that are trying. It's
Because
I
of,
haven't.
Yeah, there's
seen
so
a lot of
many
people who
movies.
can do it.
There's so many movies also when people try to, imitate a New York accent. It's just it makes you cringe.
Yeah.
It really
Oh,
does.
yeah, New
Yeah,
York,
no,
Boston, any of them.
No.
It's hard
When
to
you-
replicate the real thing.
when you
Peter,
when you-
Ben
when you-
Tom, Peter North Griffin.
Peter North Griffin. The tough part about it is when you do see somebody that can't do a Boston accent and they do the movie. Like, for example, as I mentioned in the Robin Williams one, because Robin Williams uses an improper term in the movie, I have been referred to as a Southie. Oh, a Southie. There is no such thing as a Southie. You're from Southie.
Right.
There's no such thing as a Southie. Just like we don't call it Beantown.
Is that what he says in the movie? Yeah.
Yeah. When you're a Southie. No, there's no such thing as a fucking Southie. But it's like they don't call it Frisco in San Francisco. Nobody in New Orleans calls it Nolans. And nobody in Boston refers to it as Beantown. Where are you from? Beantown. So that's the tough part, is when people do horrible accents.
You know what? It's funny you say that, because I think, I don't live in Illinois anymore, but whenever I'm a Bears fan, when I mention the Bears, the people that aren't Bears fans go, the Bears. I don't think I've ever heard any legit Chicago, unless they're joking around about something, like talking about the skit on Saturday Night Live or something.
Yeah.
They'll never say, "Oh, the Bears are on today." It's they don't.
Jay,
doubles.
Anybody refer to it as Chi-Town?
I've never heard that from
Exactly.
an actual. Yeah.
Right. When you're someplace else, when you're in Los Angeles, all right, and you run into somebody at a business meeting, they go, "Where are you from?" Chi-Town.
No, it'll be, "Oh, I'm from Chicago." Oh,
Chi-Town.
Yeah, that's what.
And that's when you go across the desk and just drop them.
Yeah. What team do you like? I'm a Bears fan. The Bears. That's when you hear it.
My favorite one is when people the accent. "Oh, so park the car in Harvard Yard." No, the dog only barks at cars and strangers. Suck my cock.
Suck my cock.
Whoa.
Who was that?
Somebody's good. Somebody's
pitching up. Somebody's pitching things up.
That's right. Get over here, baby. Sorry.
Oh.
I was thinking out loud. I had my eyes closed. Hey, now.
Oh man, how we doing?
Yes, robot. That's why they say the Raiders, because Al Davis was from New York. He was actually born in Brockton, Massachusetts.
Was he really?
Brockton. Yeah, he was from Brockton and then went to New York, or born in New York and moved to Brockton. One or the other.
Born in New York.
I didn't know that.
Born in New York.
Born in New
That's
York.
the difference between New York and Boston. Born in New York is like, that's Boston. And
it's the
born
high.
in New York is.
Yeah, it's the high A versus the long vowel.
Since you're the only one that cares.
Man, I'm telling you, that's technology. That's like, the history of.
Not, dude. I was obsessed with trains as a kid. I think trains are cool as hell.
Trains are great.
Trains are cool. Choo choo.
I got a bunch of pictures here.
Yeah, but we're at 303.
309.
Sons of bitches.
No, I meant 303 on the show.
Oh.
So we're good.
Well, John, if you're still
Where's your last one, John?
Sucking back on that Grandpa's old coffee medicine. Ooh, yeah, look at that.
There you go. That looks like
that looks dangerous.
I took that yesterday.
Man, how old's that? Is that the 1920s locomotive?
Oh yeah, right. The one on the 481.
Yeah, the 481.
The 481.
Talking about.
The 481. That is from 1923.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh my God!
You up?
Oh,
Renus Pink will get that.
Oh no.
No,
And that one.
I miss. I gotta look at that.
Oh,
So, Michael, what was the one that was the engine, the locomotive that was on Different Kind of Truth? What kind of?
They got the what? Which one?
The
Different Kind of
evil
Truth.
tone of Johnny Bean's
The,
laugh right now is classic.
Art Deco kind of one.
Which one?
From Different Kind of Truth, that famous painting or
Oh,
photograph.
that's an FL9.
Yeah, that invite,
Of course it is.
and he's throwing trains off.
Yep.
Well, see, we tied it into Van Halen, so you know,
That's an
it all comes back around.
That's an FL9, I think.
There you go.
Yeah.
The FL9. Don't forget about that one. That's an important technological leap in transportation.
Yeah, I remember when I took my ride on my first ride in FL9 there.
Oh man! All right, I guess we're gonna thank our channel members.
Captain,
Let's-
you up?
Are you up? Who's
You up?
That's a long list. Who wants to go? Who wants to do it?
I got a lot of friends.
A lot of friends don't fucking text you at midnight on a Saturday night. Probably,
What, you can't share it with all of us?
probably
Paul?
somewhat overserved.
Can't share it with all of us, Paul?
Share what with all of us, Paul?
Oh, I
What?
thought you were texting Michael.
No,
not
no.
including the rest of us.
I'm not texting anybody.
Look at all those names, those wonderful channel members. Thank you all.
I thought
Dude.
that me and Paul were gonna hang out after the show.
Yeah, no thanks. Sorry, Captain.
Son of a bitch.
I don't
That
put
ship
out.
sailed.
Man, you fucking shouldn't. Last time. So Captain's fucking me in the ass, right?
Meh.
And I turn around and I say, "Hey, how about a reach around?" He goes, "What am I, a fag?"
Oh my goodness.
oh my gosh.
Hey, am I wearing a scarf?
Wearing a skirt. What's Paul wearing? He's a
That's a
feather
good look. I
boa.
might have to.
What
I'm gonna
is that? What is
adopt
that?
I'm on a fucking boat.
I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Oh, I'm
You're
wearing the
Quinn.
AB.
Oh no,
I'm,
you're
Mikhail's shirt. Yeah, I'm wearing Ernest Borgnine's
Mikhail.
flowered shirt.
Jay. Is what you got? Like, yeah, you have a scarf or something.
There you go.
It's a black T-shirt with a black blazer with a what is it? A purple and like a
What's
galaxy.
that supposed to be? That looks like David Duchovny or something. I don't know.
I may have to try that look.
I'm obviously getting ready to get
Especially the perpetually confused look. Looks like somebody stuffed something in your ass.
I'm getting ready.
Very,
to
very shocked in that picture.
And Paul, your face is like you're the one in there.
Meh. Yeah.
You,
It could
yeah,
be.
you,
It's funny.
Hey,
Almost
you-
everybody is giving Jay the side eye, except Caleb.
Jay does look
Caleb's ready for his
surprised.
close up.
Oh man.
I'm the only one that has a smile on, by the way, in case you notice it.
So the rest of us look like perplexed or something.
Everybody else is like, oh, you're all going through your fucking functions of life, and I'm like,
Jay
eh,
is like,
whatever.
what is going on? Jay doesn't
I'm
know.
out here
Johnny
on a-
Bean is
I'm out
disapproving
here
all
on
of
a
us.
boat.
Oh, look at that! The uncut photo,
Who
There
is
you go.
that?
the unedited.
Who is
That's,
that?
who
on the
is
bottom
that?
right?
Yeah. Oh, that's Trent Reznor.
That's Trent Reznor.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Could we pass as brothers?
Look at Johnny. He's still got the hat on, Johnny. What's that guy's name?
James
I'm
Gordon. He's
Dreyfus.
dead. I'm James
Oh.
Kramer.
Lipton.
Oh, James Lipton. Rest in
James
peace.
Lipton.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Lobot's dead too. There he is. Yeah,
Nice
could be
frontal.
worse than Lobot, man.
Oh,
He knew all and ruled all.
Nice frontal lobe.
Cobra motherfucking Kai, man.
Thank you again, Cobra Kai. Good stuff. Keep
Awesome.
him coming. Keep him coming.
Oh,
That's what she said.
That's right. All right, guys. I think we're good. Thanks, Cobra Kai.
You mean it's just getting good?
What, you want to stay on for a little while longer? It's
No.
what is it?
I gotta go
Yeah,
clean up
4
after
a.m.
the
here.
dogs.
Well, have a great week, everyone, and don't forget to tune in Tuesday nights with Paul, Johnny, and John Mancuda. Friday nights with Jay and Johnny, and special guests. Last Wednesdays of the month, you got Jay Hannon and you got Metal Wednesdays.
That's right. With
What
Boner
else we
Jane.
got? And just subscribe to Johnny's channel, and you'll know every time he's on with all the folks. Rob Johnson every once in a while, and yeah, I think we're good.
Rob Johnson.
So take care, everyone. Something like that. I don't know.
Hey, Jay, I got a text from your wife. She says I'm ready for landing.
Look at these. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Again?
Keep an eye out for this guy. We're looking for him. Last seen, 1986, remarking on how Eddie Van Halen jams.
I don't know if we want that guy on, do we?
I don't know if that guy still exists.
He's standing next to Peter Frampton. Somebody call Frampton.
Oh, thanks, everyone.
Why don't you call Frampton?
Don't forget to buy your Colonel's popcorn, man. That stuff's dangerous.
Yeah.
Look at what happened to me. Look what happened to me.
This too
This
can
could
be
happen
you.
to you.
Cobra Kai, your homework is to make that belly shake. I want to see this live. I want to see.
Where is it? Watch out for that.
I'm about to try and reach something I haven't seen in a decade.
I want to shake that ass.
Home sweet home.
Swing back and forth, baby.
Shout at the donut! Shout at
Get
the
over
donut!
here.